How's it going, Marie? It's good to be the king. It's good to be the king.
Majesty.
It's good to be the king.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to what was going to be the Friday Underground. We're doing it Thursday today. This week. We'll probably be back to Friday next week, but I want to kind of jump into things because I think we should. There's a few things that have been going on lately, so I want to tackle those. And we have a great guest lineup here. We have Lasso of Truth. How you doing, Lasso?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. Looking forward to a great stream.
Sweet. Yeah. Well, it's always a pleasure having you. Trina, you have great insights on things. You've seen a bunch of stuff, and you also call out the hypocrisy that we see all around us. So,
Thank you.
yeah, I think it's a great thing. We also have the always hilarious man of many voices. We got Itapakuyan in the house as well. How you doing, brother?
Oh, excellent, man. Excellent. Good to be here. I'm really looking forward to this stream, especially when you told us what the topics were. I'm like, oh yes, this is good. This is good.
Yeah, we'll get into it. We got also the super talented Chris Fisk.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
How's it going, man?
Not too bad, not too bad. Like I said, make sure everyone get those links out there too, because I don't know how many more people were aware that I was doing a stream today instead of tomorrow. But we also have our resident vampire in the house. We got Angelus Draven. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I hope everybody else is doing well, and looking forward to talking some stuff.
Nice, man. Yeah. I don't know why my camera ain't working today. What's going on with this? I'm getting so many problems again with these computers. It's driving me bananas. We got Lion Ratton in the house. What's up, man? We are gonna, let me share a screen here because we got to do the breakdown. We're gonna do a full breakdown because there's a bunch of nonsense that's been going on. I want to cover the James Gunn stuff. Jeff Bezos kind of going to space. He's not technically going. He's sending his girlfriend in a penis-shaped rocket ship, which is just it's hilarious. Oh, look, it's somebody who steals IPs.
Love it.
Dude, it's unbelievable. Man, this cesspool that's around us, it's incredible. So let me share a screen here, and we'll get into it with the James Gunn situation because, man, I'm seeing so many hypocrites out there right now. I don't know where to start. I was watching somebody, one of these big YouTubers again, and these guys are sitting there knob shining. First they started a little conversation about The Last of Us and how like they're watching it. It's a really intriguing show, and this is whoa. Time out. Everyone knows what the first game was, and we know where it's going to lead into. And these people are sitting there throwing their money at it again. Sitting there like, yeah, it's so well done. It's so well crafted. But we'll see. We'll hang in there and see. See what? You know where it's going, you mentally challenged people. Like, holy hell. I heard that they slapped him in the face with one of the episodes that just dropped as well. There's a character in the game who it could have gone either way. He refers to his partner. He was doing things for his partner who ended up dying. Well, in this, apparently, they elaborated on it, and they made sure, even if it was in question, it could have been a partner at the bar or whatever.
No, dude.
Let me finish because this is hilarious. Because the character, when you see him in the game, you run into him at his bar. So it could have gone either way. It could have been partner in his business, partner in life, whatever. Doesn't matter.
No, dude, he was a gay.
He was cruising.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a scene where Ellie finds his gay bear magazine, and I was like, what? And she's like, what? How do they walk with this thing? And oh my god, why are the pages stuck together?
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, that's in the game.
Yeah. Ellie's in when they get the truck. And Joel and Ellie are driving off. She's like, "Hey, I found some of his magazines," and you think it's like Playboys and stuff. And then she starts elaborating on it, and it like more and more gets Joel's attention because first she's like, "Oh, this is gross," and then he's like, "It's like probably boobs. You probably shouldn't be seeing that." And then she's like, "How do you guys walk around with something that big?" And he's like, "Wait, what?" And then she's like, "Oh, the pages are stuck together." And they show the cover, and it's like some gay hairy muscle guy, and I'm like, "Oh no!"
Wonderful. Well, they made sure to elaborate on that. Nobody
wants to see.
They had a whole episode where you take one of the guys who was like the manliest people on TV, and you're seeing what they did to him. Nick
Press
Offerman.
X to penetrate.
Yeah, they took Nick Offerman, and oh geez.
Yeah,
so,
nobody wants to see Fudge packing like that.
That time out. So they're sitting here watching this, right? They're sitting there like, "Oh, but it was a good story." What? It was a good story. What is wrong with you people?
Apparently, gay porn has good stories.
Holy hell! Wow. Because whatever, it's like, all right, like in the game, fine. You're gonna gloss over it. You want to throw away a couple lines, fine. Who cares? You're showing an entire episode on this character because that's what they were talking about.
Yep.
Okay, so keep supporting this. You're doing a great job, guys. Culture warriors all the way. they're sitting there, F this, F that. They're tearing down their posters and things off their backgrounds. But the second their books are, well, one person's book is all out there, he's got his posters back up. And he's sitting there like, oh, yeah, well, we'll see what happens with this DCEU and blah, blah, blah. Well, we know what's going to happen with it. We got a cupcake over here who's pushing certain agendas. It doesn't
I just love the whole with the Last of Us thing. Everybody was like, "Yeah, fuck Naughty Dog," and then this comes out, and they're like, "Yeah, let's all watch it."
Yeah,
but fuck Naughty Dog, guys.
That's it. They're hypocrites. They're sitting there hitting. Oh my god, it makes me so angry. It really does, because you're sitting there like, people who've watched their crap from years ago, whatever. And I'll be honest, I never really did, but I've seen some stuff in passing. And again, the one guy, he's sitting there, almost lost his channel over this game and everything. And he's running to HBO to be like, yeah, well, the first 2 episodes were good. What the holy hell? Wow. Yeah, Lion Rat, you got it right, man. It's shit to laugh at for sure. What's up, the Sentinel? We got super fans in the house as well. How you doing, Adam?
Hey.
I'll drop you a link, buddy. Yeah, it's hold on.
What happened?
Let me find it.
Did he lose his internet?
Oh, did he?
Maybe.
I don't know. They're doing everything lately. Did you see the balloon that China had as well?
Yeah, Small Whale plus Fang Fang.
Yeah. And what was it over Montana? They were flying a weather balloon and
well, they have police forces here.
Yeah. Well, you had Biden saying shoot it down, and then the Pentagon said nope, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, there's something about this story that I'm not buying it.
There he is. So
sorry about that. Lately. My computer completely just was like, no, you're going to shut down for a minute. You have 19 windows open.
Oh Jesus. Well, we got Kal-El is in the house. So yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's an awesome name, dude.
Can I just touch on something real quick that you were actually talking about when I abruptly departed, and it was about listening to bigger YouTubers talking about Last of Us, and I had a similar experience the other day, and I messaged Tony about it, and I'm just like, this is one of the same people who was like boycott, don't give him any money, but as soon as something new drops, you're the first one in line.
Yep.
I just want to say, for the record, I find the hypocrisy both hilarious, delicious, and the fact that it keeps getting pushed, and these guys are acting like this is fine to do this, and then the people that continually follow and support these people and give them money, and I'm not talking about the companies, I'm talking about these YouTubers, It's hilarious. It is. It's like, dude, there's so many indies out there that you can support, and the fact that you choose to support the same hypocrisy that the mainstream is treating you with and serving up to you on a daily, monthly, weekly basis it's sad. It really is, and it speaks to a larger problem.
Yep.
Yeah, it does.
It's like my one friend we were talking and stuff. This was before all this kind of like, you know, the hypocrisy and stuff. But he was like, he's on the left, and he's like, yeah, a lot of these people are just grifting, and basically they don't actually believe in what they're preaching. It's all just to feed their own selfish needs and whatever they want.
100%.
And now that I've been seeing it all over now with them, and it's like, he was right. We may not agree on everything, but we can still have a dialogue.
Because
that's why it's important to not be entrenched on a side.
And obviously, there's certain topics that we don't touch because we know, it's gonna, piss one or the other off. But So,
but before we get into more of it, I just want to say hello to the rest of the people who've been popping in here. Pale Riders, Pale Rider popped in. We got Agent Zero. I did say Cal L. I thought I saw somebody else. But and either way, it is hilarious, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's hilarious where these people go, because I'm listening to them and they're like so docile on top of it too. And it's like, because someone who's rubbing elbows with Hollywood was on panels, so they want to be on their best behavior on top of it. That's like, come on, could the phoniness be any more evident? I mean, it's all right there, and they're sitting there like downplaying this stuff too. They got into from what I was watching, and again, like we're going to be breaking into all of this. James Gunn and this nonsense of what he was like, his list of shows and movies, and how he's going to connect all this nonsense. I mean, come on, dude. He started. It's Gods and Monsters, and his first thing that's coming out of the gate is going to be this Creature Commandos nonsense.
Yes,
an animated show, and whoever's doing the voices for the characters are going to be reprising their roles if they happen to get a live action movie or TV show or something.
A lot of the characters from it look like they're from Doom Patrol, just from that still that they showed.
Yeah. What's up, Scotsman? But again, like, all right, we'll go first with the most obvious thing, which again is very, very comical. How they are, they don't want to, I guess, shit the bed when it comes to these last 4 movies that are coming out. So you got Shazam, Fury of the Gods, which again, it's not going to be connecting to anything. So it's one of those movies that's pretty irrelevant. We're never going to see a Black Adam thing because the ego on The Rock, he destroyed everything. He was supposed to be in this movie, and he said no. He goes, no, we're going to save it because we're going to do Black Adam 2, and then we're going to do the Shazam movie, the third one, where we have, or it'll be Black Adam 3, and we'll have all 3 characters in there. And it's no, you're an idiot, because this guy he was making the big move. He was going to get James Gunn's spot. He was promising Warner Brothers that his Super Pets movie was going to do like crazy, amazing numbers, anywhere from $800 million to $1 billion. That's what he was promising them. And he promised them that Black Adam was going to bust $1 billion as well. And neither movie did it. You got, at best, they kind of did mediocre, or they made their money back with a little bit of profit. That's about it. And he was making insane demands on top of everything else. Do you guys know he demands to have a gym set up everywhere he goes, like a moving gym? So they got to bring like these giant freaking
The Rock.
Semi trucks filled with equipment for him. Yep. I'm sorry, whatever country you're in, whatever city you're in, there's a gym. Go to the gym,
dude. That's pathetic. And I say that as somebody who likes to work out, has a really nice home setup. When I'm on the road, it's like you make do. You find, like you said, you find a local gym. Dude, you're The Rock. You're telling me that one of these local gyms around where you're shooting wouldn't love to have you come in there. Get over yourself, bro.
And this is something else too. When I was in high school, he was still living in this area, And he would go to the local gym over here. People saw him. People knew who he was. There was no problems. It's as his ego was getting bigger and as he was becoming more of a movie star, he started doing this other crap, his Iron Paradise, all this nonsense. And then, yeah, it just, you can see what money does to people. It amplifies the stupidity as well, like over the top. I get it. If you're living in the area, and fine. You have your home gym, great. Do whatever you want to do. You have the money for it. But now you're making these other demands anywhere you go. They're shooting in Romania. He wants to have a freaking gym set up over there. You know what I mean? It's like it's ridiculous. But on top of that, it's, you know, he felt like he could throw his weight around all over the place. Apparently, Henry was never rehired. He fought for him to be in this film and all this stuff, but there were no plans, or so James Gunn says. There were no plans, no contracts that were signed. And I'm going to call BS on that too, because the studio told Henry, go ahead, make the announcement. So right there, that's a massive lie on top of it too. So none of these people can keep their story straight. So, I mean, we've showed it many times. I'll show it one more time for those who were unaware of how James Gunn, he got the position that he's at, how he convinced the brass at DC.
We gotta definitely write a song about how we do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids. It's no good diddling kids.
There is no quicker way for people to think that you are diddling kids than by writing a song about it.
You gotta write a song that says, ooh, I wouldn't do it with anybody younger than my daughter. No little kids, gotta be big, older than my wife, older than my daughter, something like that.
And that's how he convinced them. So he's a very smooth talker. But I think when he does kick it, this is what's going to greet him.
Welcome to hell,
Was that George Floyd that pulled him out of the car? I swear to God, that was Floyd.
I can't breathe, baby.
I heard you got fed now, baby.
Oh, shit. It's like, could you imagine with these people? Like, who in their right mind would sit there being like, oh, yeah, we're going to give it a chance. You're going to give it a chance. They put this creep who's literally had parties about diddling kids, you know? And, like, what the hell? What? You're going to support this? Seriously. Like I said, the anger levels, they go off the charts with this stuff. So yeah, when he makes his little announcement, he did his little video, he's going, well, yeah, and The Flash is one of my favorites. This is such a good movie. It's going to be the restart. So they're trying to give you excuses of why you need to go out and still see these movies.
Because basically it starts with Shazam, and Shazam, the way they talked, is going to lead into Flash. And then Flash will lead into like Aquaman or some shit.
None of this matters. It's all BS. They're blowing smoke up everyone's ass is what it is. Because Aquaman is not being used anymore. They already confirmed Aquaman is done. It's going to be Lobo. That's what they're going to keep. What's his name on for Lobo? And that's not going to be in the first chapter anyway. It's going to be in chapter 2 or 3 or what. But I called it. I said this weirdo is going to pick obscure characters because that's what he loves. And that's all right. So you're going to restart the DC universe, but this is how you're coming out of the gate with C-list and D-list characters that nobody knows, nobody likes, and no one cares about. You fired the perfect Superman. Like, whether or not you like Zack Snyder's films, it's irrelevant. Henry Cavill was a fantastic Superman, and he was never given the proper chance to play the proper Superman. They did the emo stuff and whatever.
To be fair with the C and D-list, Iron Man technically was like a C, a B-list superhero, and they by making the movies, it kind of made him more of a
Robert
hero.
Downey Jr.
That
helped too. But I mean, if they're trying to go the route that Marvel did and kind of take things step by step, then a lesser known character would probably be a better idea. If they're trying to copy Marvel.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say right now, that's the bad thing too. Because again, what are you doing? You're trying to copy what your competitors did. First of all, Iron Man was good because it was, again, Robert Downey Jr. You had Jon Favreau, who actually is a fan of all this stuff. and he wanted to make sure it was going to be a damn good movie.
Mhm.
Everything he put his stamp on were fantastic projects. Jon Favreau has vision. That's one. Two, he's basically a Batman character, but instead of having a rubber suit, he built himself a metal suit. And he's more flawed than what Bruce Wayne was. This guy was actually an addict. He was an alcoholic. He's had his problems, but he saw what was happening, and his weapons were being used in the wrong hands, and he wanted to correct that. You had a great story was there. It doesn't matter if the character was a C-lister or not. What they're doing makes no sense because you're starting off out of the gate with Creature Commandos, which is a cartoon. Then you're going to have the Waller Show because that's what we want to see. We want to see
is going to be
Viola
riddled
Davis.
with messaging.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you dare speak ill of the woman, Kang.
Kangs and shit.
Yeah, that just looks bad.
So you're coming out of the gate with that nonsense. Then on the film side of things, you have The Authority, which is basically the knockoff version of the Justice League, which you have Batman who's gay, the Superman character is gay. I wonder what they're pushing, and it kind of looks like this rocket.
Look at Flash looking at it longingly.
And at this point, he's so happy that DCEU LGBTQIXYZ 00110010. That's what they're pushing. So you got that crap coming out of the gate, which again, it's Elseworld. It's Elseworld stories. So wait a minute. So you're gonna throw out of the window what was already established, but yet you're still gonna use a character from that to kind of reset things. So then technically, wouldn't the Snyderverse, again, whether you hate it or love it, doesn't matter to me. I don't care. You know, there's a couple things I like that he did, and the majority of it I hated. But that exists. So you could make that one of the Elseworld universes. Nope, we're scrapping that completely. But yet we're going to take a character or two from it only.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling BS on that. They're going to use it to reset, and then if this guy's more problematic, they're going to kick him to the curb, unless he's doing favors for this guy. But I think this guy, he likes younger, so I don't know.
Ezra's a little old for him.
Yeah, that's a whole other situation. But regardless, so Elseworlds now exists except for what was already established. All right. Henry, he cut his ties completely, and I'm not sure if anyone's reporting on this, but he fired Danny Garcia, The Rock's manager, and his manager. He signed with them before and while all this stuff was going down, that they were going to restart the universe and Henry was going to be the Superman again and all that. Okay, he signed with them. Nothing was going on for a while. This happened. Everything flopped. They shit-canned him. He fires Danny Garcia. So he's no longer a part of the Rock circle of stuff. And he said that he's officially done with DC. But there's hope on the horizon for this guy. We're going to do a slight departure on this for a sec. They're doing Invincible live action. There's an amazing script that's out there, and everyone's kind of like, oh my God, here's his chance to play Superman again. But the evil, really screwed up version of him, where the guy's like a mass murderer. So that would be perfect, and that would be a great FU to DC and Warner Brothers. So I really hope that happens. Again, that's an Image property. The cartoon's on Amazon. I thought it was amazing, the series. They did a great job. I read a good chunk of those books when they were coming out. But Invincible is a fantastic story, and it is Omni-Man is Superman, except he's actually wants to go around different universes, and he wants to spread his seed, so to speak. He wants an army, and his people are like that. His people, they want to conquer different worlds, and like his genes and his bloodline is stronger than whatever planet that they go to. So if he impregnates a woman or whatever, the kid is going to have those powers. It's going to be, not as strong as him because he's like a pure blood, but they're going to be one of the strongest beings in the galaxy. He wants like an army.
The
jab? He's injecting them all. That's what he's doing. But yeah. But the story's great, but you don't know all this stuff until like a little bit later down the road. When you first see him, it's like, oh, it's a Superman character, and he's got a son, because they're following the son who becomes a hero. He starts to get his powers. It's a little bit late, like he's like about 16, 17 when he starts to get his powers. and like from there you see kind of what happens and how he's going to start to train his son, and but then something really terrible happens, and there's a Justice League crew in there that he has an encounter with that they didn't want him in the group. Like it's a really cool story. So if you haven't seen, it's on Amazon. Season 1, season 2 is going to come out later in the year, but they're going to do live action, and it'd be perfect to have him because he's got the mustache. You just put a little salt and pepper in that hair. Boom, nailed it. Adega, how you doing, Doc?
Hello.
Hey.
Busy
Hey, Adega.
evening. I just got off of Loki and I. We do that thing on Thursday night, so got here as quickly as I could to be with you, excellent people.
Sweet. Well, maybe I'll drop a link for him too if he wants to pop in. I don't know if he's still free or not.
I don't know.
Where is he? It's everything gets all mixed up in this stupid Twitter. But we were just talking about some of the DC stuff and what's kind of going on, and breaking down the hypocrisy too of a lot of these YouTubers that are jumping on the bandwagon of this crap. It's like boycott, boycott, boycott until there's more content for us to for our channels and everything. It's nonsense, man. We got Soul Assassin in the house. How you doing, man? Frankie knows. Like I said, we weren't doing a Friday stream this week, so that's why I said let me bump it up. We'll do it for tonight, and that way there's kind of like no real time frame because we were always doing like just about an hour on that Friday anyway. But so going back to this stuff, I do think that that would be great. Looking forward to seeing if that does happen. But in the meantime, aside from Invincible, breaking down what James Gunn is doing with this universe is disgusting. So we talked about his TV projects, and now we're getting into his movie stuff. So he's coming out of the gate with Creature Commandos and Waller because that's super exciting. Then we have he did announce his new Superman. So it's Superman Legacy is the thing that he's pushing. Which again, now we're going to go super young again, which is going to make no sense because he said that they're also working on a Batman project. It's going to be Batman and Robin. We're going to be following the Batman with Damian Wayne. So wait a minute. You skipped over 3 Robins to hit the 4th Robin, which is his son. So technically, it would have to be a slightly older Batman to begin with, if you're going to go that route. So now we have a younger Superman, and now you have a Batman, which, again, the storyline he wants to do, it wouldn't even be Bruce. It would be Dick Grayson as Batman. And, like, how are you going to explain this then? Because what happened to Batman, he gets shoot with the beams from Darkseid's eyes, and he went into another realm in a different time. And, like, there's so much convoluted nonsense. But he goes, well, because I want to do this story. Why do you want to do this story? Well, we know why, and it has to do with children.
Yep.
This guy's a creep. This guy is a complete creep, and you can tell, too. Look, he's got a rainbow T-shirt. He was at a convention, rainbow T-shirt with vampire fangs underneath. What is he saying here? He's a predator.
Cultural appropriation.
I know. I'm offended by his cultural appropriation
This is
of my people.
This guy's a freak and a half, and I don't know how anyone's going to support this shit. You're like, Zack Snyder's universe. Fine. You don't like it? Great. I don't like the majority of it either. There's some things I thought that they did pretty well, and others I don't like, including certain movies. I like Man of Steel up until the end. I didn't like the end. I thought it went into a stupid place altogether, and Superman's not supposed to be a killer. But that's besides the point. It's going to be like a race of who's going to screw up DC the worst. That's what it feels like what they're doing here. So, so apparently it's going to be 4 films out of this chapter 1, 5 television shows altogether. And again, they're trying to shoehorn in Batman and Robin. I think this is going to be the Brave and the Bold. You have the Superman nonsense. Yep. Then they have Supergirl, World of Tomorrow, which is another odd storyline and another stupid thing to pick. I don't know the full details about it, but it's the majority of it is like, from what I understood, it is her on an alien planet. Okay, wow, wonderful. And Swamp Thing. Now, Swamp Thing, they keep screwing up time and time again.
I like the DC
The
song thing
Netflix
that
one?
they did. Yeah, the Netflix or DC Universe or whatever the hell it was.
See,
I
whatever
like
the
that.
last one was, I watched. I bought it because everyone's like, "Oh yeah, it's great, whatever, fine." I got it
Mhm.
on sale, so I bought it. I watched it last year when I was sick with COVID, and I went, "Oh my god, this is garbage." It starts off pretty good, and then goes nowhere, and it's so confusing and so stupid, and it's just like, what are you doing with this character? But they're gonna take another swing at it. All right, wow, what do you do? Me personally, again, I have no interest in this shit because of what they're doing, because who's involved. People seem to forget why this guy got shit canned, and everyone's looking the other way. Because the Guardians of the Galaxy. The first one, yeah, I'll give it to him. It was a good movie. Second one, didn't really care for it. Third one, I have no interest in seeing it. And everyone's like, "Oh, he's so good." Blah, blah, blah. Didn't see his Suicide Squad movie. Why? Because of what he is. I'm not supporting these weirdos. Bryan Singer's another one. He's gone to court multiple times. They tried to bleed out the people, his accusers, so that they had no money to fight anymore. And then what happens? He walks away scot-free. But what happened is he also kind of went into hiding for a while. These people, they're all over the place. I have no idea how the hell anyone's going to be like, "Oh my god, because it's a comic book movie, I'm going to go support it." Again, look who this person is. Maybe I should show you guys some more stuff. I mean, part of his parties, because I know there's been other photos and things released, and just to show how classy of an individual this guy is. I mean, holy hell! Just give me a sec to open up these folders here, because I know I had it somewhere where he's basically this is a beauty with his other nasty, horrible friend. Because I got a story about this weirdo, but can't really talk about it. But so they got a white trash party. There's another photo I can't show, but there is a woman who's basically like she had a miscarriage or some kind of botched abortion, where she's wearing a skirt and dangling from it is a baby, like on a tampon string.
Wow.
And this is the type of person that this guy is.
And then they have the Confederate flag that everybody's like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
Good old boys.
But he wrote a good movie once. Oh my god. Really? Really? Come on. Exactly, dude. Soul Assassin, you nailed it. This type of stuff is disgusting. And again, you have these bigger YouTubers are sitting there masturbating to this stuff because they're like, "Oh my god, you know how much more content we're gonna have and super chats we're gonna make because Elseworlds and we're gonna have Batman and Robin." Get over yourselves, you weirdos.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You're not wrong, dude. These people are just every time. Oh well, they're not that bad. They're just doing what they do. It's like, no, dude. No, you're grifters. You're doing exactly what you accuse the other side of doing, and then you're doing it to the people who follow you and pay for memberships to your channel. It's like I said, man, if there's one thing that you're gonna get from me, it's my goddamn honesty, and you're gonna get the real thing, and I'm not gonna bullshit you. And that's why, hey, you know what? If my channel never gets any bigger than it is right now, like Frank said, I did it my way. I'm not bending the knee and becoming one of these cucks. It's not gonna happen. Like it's not gonna happen. It's not worth. Like, is it okay? So for some YouTube clout, for some social media clout, some Twitter clout, it's worth selling out your principles.
No,
it's worth selling out your principles for. No, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Because like Tony Montana said, there's two things I got: my balls and my word, and I don't fucking break them for nobody.
That's it.
And these people can kiss my ass. I'm not gonna pretend, "Oh my god, yeah, I'm such a big fan of you. Can I let me super chat my way on your channel?" No, fuck you.
You know, when I was a kid, it's kind of related, but when I was a kid, if there was a room full of people and someone farted, I knew wise enough then, that's bad, it's time to leave. Well, everyone else sits there and sniffs it and goes, "Oh yeah, it's terrible." Well, you didn't have to sniff it to know it's bad.
Yep.
You don't have to watch it to know it's bad.
Yep.
Just
Leave
it alone.
Exactly, dude.
YouTube is where integrity goes to die. So,
Yeah, well, straight up, because I was under the impression with all of these quote unquote culture warriors, that it's about honesty, it's about being genuine. calling it out when you see these horrible things. But they all prove that they were all hypocrites. Every last one of them. It's all BS, top to bottom. And that's what I can't stand about these communities of shit, of what they're doing. Because it's basically, they just try to sucker you in so that you send them their super chats. That's all they care about. They're going to look the other way on everything. As long as you're sending your dollary dues, your bucks over to them, your yen. They don't care. They just want it. But they're going to continue to support these type of creeps. And I know this one personally. I got a story I can't tell on air. This guy is a scumbag, straight up. This guy is a piece of shit. Horrible people. But that's the circle that guy runs in. So it's amazing. It's amazing how people are still going to jump on this bandwagon, no matter what. I have a friend, same deal. Like he's like, I'm excited. The authority. What are you excited about? Seriously. Right. These are like D-list characters. It's Wildstorm. So that means that's that clown Jim Lee who he wants to cut his stuff. They're gonna give. Oh, hold on. This is a great one too. Sorry. But yeah, I mean it's terrible, man. It's terrible. But yeah, again, keep in mind what this guy is. They had more of his tweets are getting out there all over the place. It's there's so much more I want to say, but yeah, it really is. It makes my stomach it's sick. It's sickening what these people are. It's gross. And again, the characters suck what they're doing. His vision is nonsense. Seeing D-list characters. That's what he did for Suicide Squad. That's what he was getting off on with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's what Warner Brothers, they were, oh yeah, we're all on board. Look, he took a no-name property and he made so much money with it, blah, blah, blah. Yep. That's what they're looking at. Well, this isn't going to be the same thing. Not one bit. This is going to be his, oh my God, hold on. Yeah, I'll just leave this up. I'm not reading these out loud, but you guys could read them.
You know why he has
tweets.
Such an attachment to that Weasel character, don't you?
I didn't see the movie, so I don't know the character.
All right, so the Weasel character was locked away for killing, what was it, like 27 kids?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So that's the only one that survived out of the original team that hit the beach in the second one. Was that Weasel character, and I'm like, I wonder if that's, you know what I mean? Like that's his proxy. That's James Gunn's fucking proxy. Is that Weasel? I swear to Jesus, it is.
Dude, this guy is deranged. He's absolutely
deranged.
He's
a scumbag.
You guys can see some of these tweets, right? I mean, you can read them pretty clearly.
Oh, yeah.
No one jokes that much about something like that. It's like when someone's drunk, they're like, oh, don't worry. Never mind what I said when I was drunk. It's like, no, that was actually the truth coming out.
Yep. No, this reminds me of a conversation I had with my coworkers when I worked for the newspaper. I was one of the pre-press guys. No, I was one of the pre-press guys, and I hung out with the pressmen. And we're all sitting around the table, and I was like, dude, why do we have a ladies' room when there's literally no women that work in the press? Like, this is dumb. And I was like, well, dude, you could just go in there and use the bathroom all you want, Yeah, but what if, everything's taken? There's more of us than there are, facilities, essentially. Oh, dude, you just piss in the shower. We can write our name in the snow. It's no big whoop. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And I was like, yeah, dude, I piss in the shower all the time. Yeah, sometimes I shit in the shower. Wait, what?
Oh, dude.
What? What?
He's like, yeah, you just stomp it down the drain like Play-Doh Fun Factory.
No, stop. You're joking.
The water goes, it just goes. So we're all we're all just stopped. We all just stopped talking at that point. We let him kind of incriminate himself.
Wow.
And then we're like, seriously, dude? He goes, dude, I'm just kidding. Guys, seriously, I'm just kidding. And we're like, oh, okay, whatever. Yeah. So we resume our conversations. And then about 15 minutes later, we're talking about something way out, something else completely. And out of the blue, he goes, don't tell me you never shit in the shower. It was it was like a burden.
It's one of those overshares.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting from these tweets. That's what I'm getting from, but instead of shitting in the shower, he's playing the fiddle with a little diddle, if you know what I mean.
Who the fuck shits in the shower?
I would never be able to look the Roto-Rooter man in the eye if that thing ever plugged up.
What kind of retarded, degenerate, fucking lazy ass shit is that? Literally.
On purpose?
You ring your call button and Tommy will come by and hit you in the head with a tack hammer because you're a retard.
Get what you fucking deserve! I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
At least cleanup would be easy, I guess.
Yeah, you just stomp it down the drain like Play-Doh Fun Factory. No big whoop. It just goes down the water. It's all over the bottom of your feet. You just put the foot up in the water.
So you want shit on your foot? What the fuck world am I living in? I got James Gunn as a proxy weasel trying to bang fucking Dennis the Menace. We got people waffle stomping fucking shower shits.
Okay!
Can I just go play Minecraft?
Oh my god! This has been just completely insane all around. All around insane.
I'm sorry.
He broke E-Tip.
They broke us all. This is just...
Lion Red is saying that Andre the Giant used to shit in the shower.
Oh, dude, he shat on people's chests.
That's like a horse. What the?
There was his Christmas card.
Oh no!
Dirty, bad fucking. I'm on a list, Santa.
Yep. Dot on the map.
Fuck you, James Gunn.
Hans cock.
I know when you're asleep and when you're awake because I'm watching you, baby.
Oh,
every breath you take, I'll be watching you. You muscly on paper boy.
They're sitting analyzing
down in the basement for you.
They're analyzing what he's going to do. Like themselves. Oh, I found the photo, by the way. I'll just show this briefly because who knows what this is going to do. But yeah, this was part of his party. The
what the?
Yeah.
What is going on?
What is their obsession with like
this? This was part of his party with the Dukes of Hazzard flag back there and everything. Yeah, that's one of the other photos. Just to show you what kind of sick people Gunn is and the rest of his circle. So, yeah, that's plenty to look forward to. That they're sitting there going, oh my god, yeah, we're gonna break it down. I can't wait because the first one that's gonna come out is gonna be Creature Commando, and then we're gonna do a video on this, and then a video on that. Oh please, you people make me sick completely. You give one thing to Snyder. There was no tweets about him diddling kids or jokes about it on any level. So you give him that, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty bad when like that's the metric that we're.
Right, like, literally,
they announced somebody like, well, did he diddle kids? Or
I know, really.
I'm waiting for Project Veritas to pop up during one of those pitch meetings.
Oh god, is this real life?
So tell me again what you did to Robin. It says right here in the transcript. Holy hell. I mean, I swear, like, it doesn't end. It does not end. And, like, don't get me wrong. I've said it multiple times. I enjoy super chats, but I'm not doing what these people are doing to get them. It's disgusting. Completely disgusting. They have no morals, no scruples, nothing. They're sitting there lying in your face 24/7. You got one of the good old boys going, yeah, boycott Disney. Boycott him. I got my tickets for Black Wakanda Forever. I got my boyfriend Ryan. We're going to be in the front row. Give each other some knob shining.
Keely mentions the Scooby-Doo movies that James Gunn did. And Freddie Prinze like says how much of a horrible experience making those movies it was. So
yeah,
I'm just wondering what kind of shit happened on the set of that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wait, the live action Scooby-Doo or James Gunn's movies?
the live action
I didn't know that.
I think.
I bet it was a little bit of this.
Oh god!
Oh my god!
I don't know. Just saying. It's been a crazy week and a half or so, guys.
It's been a long.
We didn't get to stream on Sunday, so it's like, yeah, we'll hit a bunch of topics at once, right? But I don't know. What do you say to this? What do you say to it? And then again, all these other YouTubers that people are jumping on the bandwagon on too. You know, we got a certain horse that's stealing IPs from other people. I mean, there's so much shit going on. It is ridiculous. But I'll tell you one thing: they're hurting the indie side of stuff. These same people, again, these bigger YouTubers, they're hurting the entire movement of what this culture war, quote unquote, was supposed to be. It's not a culture war. These people are the same as the left. They're just, pulling the wool over your eyes because they're sitting there. They'll cry about Last of Us, the video game, and then they'll go ahead and watch the show. You know where it's going. You almost lost your channel fighting about it. And now it's going to be like, oh, yeah, well, it's a good show. You're doing a good job. Neil Druckmann's a good writer. Neil Druckmann is an extreme lefty all the way who wanted to show the destruction of the main character from the first game. And to prove that the world could have been saved, but he was the reason it wasn't. So he's the enemy now. And now you got to go support a Diesel Dyke, this character who's juiced up out of her mind, who murdered him. They force you to play as her. It's like, what the? You know where that IP's going. Oh,
we prefer the term
ridiculous.
carpet cuisine connoisseur.
Yeah. Unbelievable. But it's like, but yeah, you speak your mind, you're going to be shunned. I don't give a shit at this point.
She's wicked good at box jumps, Chief.
Yeah, dude. I've been saying my mind regardless. I've called out douchebags all around. I don't care. These people are sitting there thinking that there's something special. You're not anything special. You're trash as well. And if you're supporting James Gunn, really check yourself. Take a look in the mirror. Do some research on the guy. All right? It's like, oh, well, we could separate the artist from the art. In this situation, you can't, because you're giving money to somebody who's may or may not have done things to youngins. That's not good. Sorry, not supporting that. What's up, Nelson? How you doing, bro?
I'm just so weirded out by the fact that I said in the chat that this guy had 3 slightly successful movies, and now they're handing him a whole universe. DC must be totally desperate.
Oh, they are. They're completely desperate. They're just as desperate as Andre the Giant that he couldn't use a toilet. He was so big, so he had to shit in the shower. Desperate.
Don't tell me that was shit in the shower. Dude, it's wicked hard sometimes when everybody's, want the pooper.
Unbelievable. And it's like they don't even know where to place any of their anger or their rage or what. It's like, no, you people you're gonna support all of it. I know you will. It's gross. It really is disgusting. Man. So we'll go around the horn a little bit too, and then just get some views from other people. Trina, so listening to some of this stuff, these movies that they're planning, how they have this creep in charge. What is your personal take on this?
I'm all set. I'm not. I don't have any interest.
See, we got someone with reason and logic. It's like, how would anyone get excited for this? It's like, no, I'm good. It's like, you know how much money I'm going to save? I don't have to see this shit because we know that it's growing. Chris, what about you, buddy? Like,
I'm not watching this crap.
Good man. See, that's what I like to hear. Adega, are you a fan of this?
I at first I caught a glimpse of the lantern, and so I'm going, yay, fine. Wait, James Gunn. It's one of those things where, we existed as humans for centuries without having movies and television. I will exist just fine without any of it.
Amen to that, brother. I mean, you had cavemen telling stories and painting pictures on walls. They like I said,
I know some comic book creators I would rather read.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, dude. There's plenty I'm still avoiding like the plague. I did pick up Nemesis Reloaded though. I want to read that one. I haven't had a chance yet. The first series was great. That's Mark Millar. He's a writer I actually do respect. The guy's married to a woman. He's had a bunch of great properties and ideas. He's the one that he was doing such great work at Marvel that he was talking to Stan Lee at the time, and he's like, "Why are you doing this for Marvel?" He went, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, why are you doing these characters? You should create your own universes." Build something that's gonna last. And he went, you know what? You're right. And he did. He went out and he made his own universe of stuff. So I give it to him. He's done amazing things. That's someone I want to see, hitting it bigger. Not somebody like James Gunn. Not these type of creeps and weirdos. It's disgusting. Oh. But again, that's what I'm doing too. I'm making my own universe of characters. I'm doing stuff that's not going to be this woke nonsense, the shit that you're seeing all over the place, that these people, these YouTubers are still going to jump all over and knob shine whenever they could with their Mickey Mouse ears and their Warner Brothers t-shirts and everything else. Because that's what they are. It doesn't end. But yeah. E-Top, I know you said some of it before, but what about you, buddy? What are some of the views you got?
I'm gonna be up front opening day for James Gunn's Superman movie with my fucking with a DC flag sticking up my ass, along with a turkey around Thanksgiving time. But no, I ain't. And it sucks too because like I heard same thing Doc said. He was like lanterns. It was Swamp Thing, and then it was James Gunn. I'll stick with the 1982 and 89 Swamp Thing. I'm good with that. Adrian Barbeau.
Oh yeah,
I'm good with that, man. This is, like I said, you're sitting back. Okay, one hand you're listening to the things that they're saying, and you're like, okay, and then on the other hand you're like, but these people don't like me. James Gunn's trash. I ain't giving you no fucking money. I've got all the Richard Donner Superman movies. I've got the Batman movies that I need. I've got I've got physical media.
Yep.
I'm good, and I have books and I have comics and. I know I have some books that I've ordered and things like that. So I have media that I can consume and things like that. Like there's a few, like I said, man, there's some things not of the James Gunn variety that are coming out that I'm going to be watching coming up, but nothing like that. It's shit that I can either watch for free or
See,
but they ain't getting my money.
Right, and here's the other thing too that I've talked about already. Because again, it was before Gunn and all this nonsense. I liked the Batman. I might be one of the few in these circles. Everyone just wanted to get on the bandwagon. Oh, it's what do you call it? The vampire guy. I didn't care. I went to see a movie and I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't need influence from anybody else. I watched it. I thought it was good. It was something different. Fine. I like where they're going with it and kind of. Again, it's year 1, year 2 Batman, so he's not as honed as he's supposed to be and all that crap. But I like where they're going with it. It didn't have any of the weird woke stuff. Gunn wasn't attached to it in any way, shape, or form. So I was happy with that film. That being said, I also enjoyed the Christian Bale ones. I thought those were good. Last one was the weakest out of the 3, obviously, because they couldn't do the story they wanted. He died and all that, so he had to change the script. But for what they still did, it was still enjoyable. I'm still okay with all 3 of those movies. There are things that I like. There's things I didn't like. There's stuff with the 89 Batman and one of the sequels, not all of them, but there's things I enjoyed about it and things I'm like, no, Batman wouldn't do that. He wouldn't have killed like he did in there. Like he exploded a guy in Batman Returns. You put the bomb on his waist and knocked him into the damn. Sorry, that's wrong. But there are things that work, things that don't. You can have your reasons why you like things. If you dislike things, that's all fine. We're not saying anything about that. We're talking about the people who've been preaching against this stuff. They put their foot down. They're like, we watched this stuff. They cried wolf. They did all their nonsense. And what happens? They're going to support this crap. They're going to do it for their channel. They're going to do it for other reasons. It's gross. It's disgusting. And this is why you're going to continue to see bad quality things coming out. Because, again, someone like James Gunn with C and D-list characters, his quote-unquote vision, what he has, is shit. This guy's a creep and a half.
Going to watch their movies is just giving them their super chat, only in movie form.
Basically.
I got a question for you guys, because and this really bothers me because I was honestly looking forward to it. Blue Beetle.
I was looking forward to that too.
I was too. I like Miguel.
That's it. I like the kid that's playing him, man. He put a lot of heart into this role, and he looked good. He looked good in the costume from the pictures they showed and everything.
Yeah, the stuff that was leaked, and I was fine with that too. I don't really know the character. I mean, if the trailer looks good, it might be something I'm interested in seeing. Shazam 2, like I'll probably see that. I'm not lying about it,
Right?
Because I like the first one.
That's
I
not a
went in
Gunn
there-
movie though. These aren't James Gunn
It's
movies.
not.
Right.
Those four, Shazam, Flash, Aquaman, Blue Beetle, they have nothing to do with Gunn. But Flash, they did so many reshoots, and they want to use a jumping off point. So they want
That's
to
just
try
going
to
to be a
tie
Frankenstein's monster.
Yep.
Yeah, they want to try to fool the audience is what they want to do, basically.
Yeah.
Into believing that that's going to be a really big part of what was going on. No, it's not. It's all shit.
And do you really want to support
Captain
Ezra
Marvel.
Miller?
I don't.
Nope.
I have no interest in seeing that movie. I'm not going to. Shazam 2, again, I don't know. It's Zachary Levi. I kind of liked him in things. Other things I didn't like him in.
Yeah, but he's come out kind of based. He's come out kind of...
I was going to say that. He put his foot in his mouth a bunch of times, but then recently he just said something against the shots. So, and now everyone's trying to throw him into the bus. I'm like, well, for that alone, I'm probably going to support him. He's someone who believes in God as well. He did that movie on Kurt Warner. He had his father that he wasn't in good terms with. He reconnected. His father was sick. He had cancer or something, and he's praying for him. And like you could see how certain people change and they open up their mind to different things. And you could see that they're not all Hollywood nut jobs. But again, for what that movie is too, it's going to be one of those open and closed movies too. There's going to be no other ending to anything that's going to connect anywhere, because The Rock ruined that. So it's like, if you want to go in it just because you like the character and the actors, fine, cool, whatever. I never boycotted. I never said anything about that movie. Flash, I got no interest in. I think Ezra Miller is another piece of garbage. Don't want to see it. Not going to see it. Blue Beetle, it's 50-50. Yeah, if the trailer sucks, I'm probably going to not see it. If it looks pretty good, maybe I'll see it. But again, don't know if I'm going to the theater, if we're going to sail the high sea. I don't know. But we'll see what's going to happen with all that stuff. Aquaman, no interest. Zero interest. And I met Momoa. He's a cool dude. He's got some of my artwork. I don't care for that movie. I don't care for his version of Aquaman. You got a woman in there who shits the bed. I'm not. Draven, what are your thoughts?
If it was any other situation, I'd be all for it. Like, like social climate and stuff. Because I like Damian, and I like when he does Batman and Robin versus Batman. The animated and then the Bad Blood animated with that. I thought they were awesome in that. And I like Swamp Thing, but like I said, with everything that's been going on, it's kind of hard to have any hope or excitement for any of this stuff, because it's just gonna get, wokeified, I guess you could say. But this actually looks good just because of the way it looks. But
I was
that
gonna
could
say
be a bait and switch.
You see, I was going to say the same thing. Okay, with the Damian thing, I like the character. I was reading Super Sons,
and he's in Injustice too, which I liked him in that as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sword.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, the character's not a bad character. I got nothing against that stuff. What I'm saying is, what Gunn is choosing to do is ridiculous, and he's doing it for his own personal reasons.
And I'll probably see Shazam and probably the second Aquaman, just because I like the first Aquaman and I like the first Shazam. So at least finish that story out, I guess.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that, and that's fine, man. You do what you want to do on that. But regarding, like I said, some of the stuff that they're choosing to do, I could like the characters for the other mediums that they were in. No problem with them. Not going to support this shit for what it is and what this guy's going to end up doing with it all. So that's where I stood on that. But yeah, here's Miguel in his Blue Beetle costume. And again, they're going to CGI. Awesome. Yeah, they're going to CGI, make the head a little bit smaller, and jazz up the suit and stuff. But for what it is, I mean, again, even like this without any touch-ups, I mean, that still looks pretty good for him.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I was never a huge fan of the character. I don't know that much about him.
Basically, the thing's like a parasite or whatever.
Yeah, like I seen him in the games and stuff, and some books here and there, but like it's not a character I followed. Same thing, Booster Gold. That's another one they've been talking about. He's a failed loser character from the future who goes back in time to try to become a superhero. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Wow.
His character was good in Smallville.
Blue Beetle?
No, Booster Gold.
Oh, Booster Gold. Okay.
I'd never even heard of him before they
He's
mentioned
the
that.
NASCAR. He's the NASCAR of superheroes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Wasn't it these two characters though that were always together? Booster Gold and Blue Beetle.
Firestarter, you're thinking of.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking of? Because one was blue and one had the gold. They were together a lot.
Notre Dame.
But anyway,
Was it
Nelson,
Michigan?
Nelson, what are your thoughts on all this stuff?
I mean, I'm kind of psyched for Blue Beetle because those the kid that plays Miguel and the kid that plays, well, they're not kids, they're men now, but that played Miguel and Hawk, man, they started out pretty skinny and lanky, and now they've actually like gotten into the roles and they bulked up, and they're not overly muscular, they're not looking like the Liver King dude or anything, but I'm excited to see what. They're not roiding out. Yeah.
They're not taking $11,000 worth of steroids and growth hormones.
I'm excited to see. I'm a little bit bummed about Shazam 2 because they fired that brunette woman who was making conservative posts on her social media and had to get a new actress. But I really like. Oh yeah, you heard about that?
Yeah, I did.
What? Who?
I can't even type her name in because when you do, she did a movie where she had a hardcore sex scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta look that up.
So the one
For research.
Yeah, the one who
For
played,
research, yeah.
The one who played what is it? Miss Marvel? Is that her name? Or Mary Marvel? Whatever. The one from
Yeah. Damn, she's fine too.
Oh my gosh, she was a smoke show. But I know in the sequel, they're just using that girl from the first movie.
Yeah.
Now when she says Shazam, she stays who she is because I guess she's already adult anyway. But it's like, okay, I kind of see what they're doing, but at the same time, you fired the other one because of her political views. That's trash.
Yeah.
That's the reason where it's like, come on. But see, I was right. The two of them, they teamed them up a lot. Yeah, blue and gold.
Okay.
I was right. But yeah, this is the newer version, the alien one with the. I guess that's different.
Man, that suit's got to be tight on the crotch. Holy crap!
Yeah. Well, again, who knows what they're doing with these characters? What they're going to do?
Oh no,
Miguel, watch out!
Uh-oh.
He's going to take it up his tailpipe, bud.
Unbelievable, man.
We're gonna drop the gay bomb on him.
Yeah. Dude, it's crap. It's all crap what they're gonna do. But yeah, these are your strong characters you're coming out of the gate with. No, these are again C and D list characters, and you're gonna hope that we're gonna get that lightning in a bottle. The Peacemaker did so well. Yeah, again, more people who are supporting John Cena. Like, why? It's shit. It's all shit. And they made a joke out of the Snyderverse 2 in that, from what I understood. They said the ending, like, they didn't even get the actors to reprise their role, just like Ezra and Aquadude. But then they kept the other ones in the dark.
Yep.
Yeah, great job. Great job.
I think the biggest crime out of all of this is that with everything that's out there, they stick with the same stuff to monkey with. Even if it was good, it's still just another superhero movie instead of, something with intrigue or some new universe or something. It's the same stuff over and over again. Same formula. It's like listening to pop music. It's that 4/4 time over and over, same drum beat over and over. Just boring.
It is.
I wish it would go the way of the Western.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
it will when they fatigue it. I mean, that's how they do it. They're
going to
works and then milk it to death.
Well, they're going to, because how many more times are you going to reboot a universe? So we had again Donner Superman. That was enough for a lot of people. We ended up seeing a lot of people. I only saw a couple episodes of Smallville, but we had that. We had the Lois and Clark one with the Hawaiian Superman, which again. Dean Cain, awesome dude, great guy. I met him too. Super based, super based. But you have other options out there. Man of Steel, for what it was, I liked the majority of the movie. Didn't like the ending. But you have pieces there that worked. You had your options of things if you do want to enjoy that stuff. I think doing a Superman Legacy movie is ridiculous. Whatever he's going to do. sounds like shit to begin with. Don't want to see a younger Superman. Don't care about his Daily Planet stuff. This is things we've already seen. Again, it's been in all these other shows. From what I understand, that newest one that's on the CW one, like a lot of people like that one. They like that guy as Superman. So
Tyler Hoechlin.
Yeah,
he's also in Teen Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well,
that's right.
There's stuff that they've already done it, or they're doing it. So you're watering it down further and further. The more you do, it's just gonna keep shitting the bed. That's why people were infuriated.
I think the reason why they're doing like younger characters is we're not the target audience anymore. We're older.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to get the kids, they want to get younger kids to be watching this, and kids relate to other kids.
Well, that's the thing that bothers me is that's a marketing thing that they never fully researched. Okay, like when I was in marketing, there was a lot of discussions about like why when we were kids, all of our heroes were adults. If you notice, G.I. Joe, they were all adults. All the cartoon characters, Thundercats, He-Man, all of them, they weren't kids. And then sometime around the turn of the century, everything became infantilized. Everything, because they said exactly like what you just said. The marketing thing was they want to identify. And instead, what we're seeing more is this almost like a reinforced narcissism. Representation matters. No, it doesn't. It only matters to narcissists. I mean, I watched WALL-E and saw basically an animated trash compactor, and I got a lump in my throat. Like, I'm not an animated trash compactor, although that's debatable. But like, but you know what I mean? Like you don't kids don't need to see kids to identify with them. That I think a lot of that is to infantilize. It's basically to dumb us down. It's propaganda to make us stupid. Because
There is an inability.
Oh, sorry.
No. There's just an inability to idealize, and so they identify. Where idealize, you have something on a pinnacle that you have to reach to achieve, where it's some type of personality that is something worth celebrating, as opposed to identify with. Oh yeah, I can relate because this is like my neighbor next door. There's no heroics to it. It's just.
But how many kids our age when we were really young held up a stick and screamed, "I have the power"?
Yeah,
like we were little kids. Little girls did this, okay? And He-Man was basically an Aryan super race dude with jacked and tanned adult male doing this. And I remember seeing girls doing that and going, "Oh shit, she's got the power. She's gonna kick my ass."
Well, yeah, with your twin sister there, with Shira.
Well, I have a perspective on that. Back when we were kids, we had two parents and we were raised by adults and we respected adults.
Yes.
You don't
Yes.
that the kids are different now. They're they need someone to identify with on screen because they don't have that kind of role model in the home.
Yep.
Raised by an iPad or a phone.
Right. So when you keep putting out these projects that again, they're young kids, latchkey kid type things, or the emo type ones and screw the world type nonsense.
I feel like a personal attack.
Well, this is what I'm saying is the type of writer that this guy is, because he preys on those types. So watch out. See, that's why maybe you're interested in Batman and Robin. I don't know.
Maybe.
Has anyone pointed out? Has anyone pointed out that his shirt has a rainbow on it and then a set of predator teeth? Like, hey, I'm gay and I'll eat you.
Yes, I said that before.
Vinny pointed that out.
He's got a rainbow with the
my bad, late to the party.
There. So yeah, he's preying on certain things, but yeah, it's disgusting what they're doing and what their plan is again, it's sad, but yeah, breaking it back down to that, because like again, when I was in the toy business, it was the same deal. We were trying to figure out what's going to sell better, what people are looking for. We did the research for Todd. We went all over the place. We went to comic shops, specialty shops, toy stores. We wanted to see what people wanted. And the majority of them, they didn't want kid figures. They wanted the adult ones. They wanted superheroes. They wanted the sexy chicks, what was it? The angels and Spawn. They wanted stuff like that. The tortured souls. They wanted more female characters. And Todd wasn't listening because he didn't care. Girl toys don't sell. You're not selling to kids. You're selling to collectors, genius. You know, that's why every time he does have a female figure that looks good, it sells out. Doesn't matter what line it was in. You know,
And thank you. Oh, I was just saying thank you for the tortured soul female hot chick you designed, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome.
I still enjoy that to this day. So
that's what I'm saying. There are things that, man, if you could see the other designs I had that, you know, it came so close to getting made and then they couldn't because they pussied out. Like, dude, these are things that people wanted. The Dorothy from his you know, his Wizard of Oz line. That was one of them that they tweaked one of my designs to make it look like a Dorothy type. But you know, she had on, you know, she was bound instead of being kneeling down, she was standing up. Like they did something, but they changed the face and the head. Like they gave her like some fucking weird S&M mask. That I didn't have, but there are huge chunks of that figure that kind of got out there. And again, that thing sold out. It sold so well they made a 12-inch version of it. You know,
damn.
Don't sit there going like that. Don't stop laughing. Whatever. I digress. Going back to all this other stuff. I mean, again, kids want someone to look up to. They don't want to see these angsty type, whatever. Like it. Oh, there's my figure. Yeah, there you go.
There she is.
Hey now.
Nice.
Stuff.
Nice.
You know, and
you good, buddy.
Pan over to the side. Do you see that clown violator? That one?
Oh yeah.
Because he's got the finger pointing out. I took the Spawn figure, I put him on all fours, and I had him doing like an examination.
He's an ass man.
He's giving him
But it's crazy, dude, man. All this stuff is crazy. What they're pushing, what they think people want. No, kids don't want this stuff, and they're not marketing towards kids. I'm sorry. Like you said, that's not what they're into. Right now, they're into TikTok. They have the attention span of a fruit fly. They don't care about this stuff. The people who are playing video games and things, it's if they grew up with it. You know, you'll have a good number of them that are. You have other ones that don't care. You know, it's like they special effects don't mean anything to them. They seen it on the big screen. They don't need to play here or there. Like going back to Last of Us for a second, same deal. Neil Druckmann retold the story 3 times now. 3 times, the same exact story. You had the first one, which everyone loved. Graphics were fine. They got this stupid show, which they're adding more woke nonsense all over it, from what I understood. And they're doing the remake of the video game of the first one, which already looked great because they wanted to match up with the graphics of part 2, which means they're also putting other elements in there to connect it more to part 2 instead of being a standalone game, because that's how people were looking at it at that point. So it shows you what they're doing and what they're regurgitating, and they're using the HBO show to sell more copies of the video game, geniuses. You know, and then it's just, I'm gonna keep watching it. Yeah, we'll see where you'll see where it goes. You were hell bent.
You know where it goes
and where it headed. But now you're helping them with their narrative, you dumbasses.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's just,
hey, can I?
Oh, go ahead.
Can I? Oh, I'm sorry. Can I just tell you something real quick that might give you guys a little bit of hope? My girlfriend's oldest daughter, she's 13, and I asked her. We were playing a board game, and I asked her what she wanted to do when she grew up, and she said, "I want to get into animatronics because a lot of the CG in movies these days looks kind of fake. So I want to get into that to make stuff look more real." I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah,
that is awesome. See, and that's it. It's trying to replace something. That was perfect. She knows how bad things are. Let's get back to practical effects. Like that's something that adults can't even sit there being like, maybe it would be better if we did more practical effects.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's something else. But man, Godzilla, how you doing? Yeah, is it brought to you by Chinese spy balloon? Yeah,
crackers everywhere.
I'm sorry, man. You were trying to get on Bezos. I interrupted you. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say that there's another one who.
Shut up, you filthy cracker.
Hey, Tommy.
Drive by Tommy with his ball peen hammer.
Right, Tommy, come back. Where'd you go, buddy? He's just sitting.
Tommy, come back.
We're just nibbling around. We're nibbling around. We're taking out wires. Just don't pay attention to the men behind
We love every time Tommy does stop by. He's doing a drive-by right now. It's excellent.
Yeah. The pig has been very busy, very, very busy. The back is actually feeling much better, surprisingly, after I damn near killed myself cleaning out that room yesterday. But I am here. And, I think it's very important that we remember all these shows that they're destroying. We don't want to be like some of these, how should I put this? These bigger people, these bigger celebrities that they think they're celebrities on YouTube and sit there and pretty much help promote these shows for them because it's not even worth the effort. Why don't we sit there and do like we always do and we should be doing and talking about the things that they're doing right and the things that we like to watch, like shit like Cobra Kai. Why is it that people stop talking about Cobra Kai the minute that season is over? Why are we not still talking about how great that goddamn show was, how well that last season ended, and what we're looking forward to as they're closing that next chapter of Cobra Kai out? Why are we not talking about shit like that? Another one I want to bring up, and I know there's been a lot of controversy about this show, is that 90s show. Let me tell you, I know there's a lot of people that have their gripes with this show, but other than a few characters that really suck, that little Asian boy, and this is not Asian hate, that kid just cannot act worth a goddamn. But like for the most part, most of the other characters actually fit in with a lot of shit that they were doing in the original 70s show. And just to prove my own point to me, after I watched the show and didn't think that badly of it, I pulled out season 1 of that 70s show, put the disc in the damn player and watched it, and a lot of the same tropes that you see them doing right now with that 90s show is the same shit they were doing with that 70s show. As a matter of fact, there's a few episodes that are comparable. There was the one episode where they had the big beer keg that they found on the side of the road, and they were looking for a tap, and they were going through all the trouble to get a tap for the beer keg. Well, there's an episode in that 90s show where it's the same thing. They have a beer keg, but they need to get a tap, and they're going through the problems of how they're going to get a damn tap. It's a lot of the same reused tropes. Granted, I hate when they reuse tropes, but it did follow in a lot of the same vein as the 70s show did. But I think we got to a point where so many garbage-ass shows have been shoved down our throat. The minute we see the stupid diversity shit, we automatically assume that it's going to be a pile of crap. I will tell you, I am very against that kind of crap, and I will not watch a lot of shows just because they got a modicum of that shit in it. It's why I will not watch any of the new Transformers stuff. When I watched that 90s show, you could tell there were some diversity hires, but most of the kid actors that they had in that show didn't do that bad of a job. And Red and Kitty were really the stars of the show, and they were making fun of them at every freaking turn. This show is not bad. So if you hear the people bashing it and throwing it under the bus, they probably never watched the 70s show to begin with. And as my buddy Stig likes to say, they're nothing more than franchise tourists.
You're 100% correct, brother, and everything you just said. And again, Red and Kitty, they're awesome. I didn't see the show. I don't have Netflix anymore. I should can it.
I was never a big fan of the original, so.
But
I liked it.
Oh, I loved it.
You know what?
Yeah.
It makes me feel old.
Oh.
The reason why it makes me feel old is because when that 7 Days show debuted, it was actually closer to the 70s than that 90s show is to like now.
Yeah, you know what? The 90s show feels like late 90s, almost early 2000s. And you know what? Feeling old about that shit, don't feel bad, Chris. I got a phone call from my daughter because her birthday was on the 31st of January. She said she felt old now because she went to the mall and she grabbed a bunch of my old clothes from when I was younger. Like I had a few of the industrial goth pants and stuff like that, like that industrial scene stuff. The big
Trip pants.
Like the Trip and what's the other? There was another brand. Jankos, and then there was one other one beside that, but they're all the same. Big flare out leg pants with like straps and chains hanging off it. She took all them because she's really into that look. She says that look has come back, and some of the younger generations are looking at it, and she's like, they're looking at her like, what's this older lady wearing that shit for? I told her, I said, welcome to my world.
Holy hell. But, Tommy, on what you were saying too for a minute there, like I wanted to explode a little bit on this stuff, but mostly I was exploding on these shills that are still promoting the hell out of all this crap. Because like I tore it down, like I ain't watching any of this shit, and because I don't know how much you were listening to, but really when for those morons that are sitting there on these big streams going like, I'm gonna give it a chance. You guys are all hypocrites. You really are out there. The ones that are pushing and promoting this shit. that they're still going to watch it. They're still going to support it. Like you said, and The Last of Us and all this other crap. It's you can't stick to your guns. Oh, because you have no face then. That's what it comes down to.
Well, Vinny, look at a lot of the talk has been going around. We've had the same talk over and over until we've beaten it into the fucking ground at this point. Is the whole Star Wars topic. That shit has been dead. That has been dead since like 2014. Yeah. Like these people just need to stop at this point. They're in the the 5 stages of grief. They're still in denial. A lot of these people at this point. And you know what? They are going to go out there the minute the next show drops. As a matter of fact, they had like a teaser trailer for something, and everybody's all, oh, did you see the new teaser? Oh, wow, we got to check that out. Like, here you are again. I thought you people were done with this. I thought, Gina Carano, I stand with Gina Carano, and I'm not watching this shit anymore. Here they are, right back in the saddle again, ready to push that shit, and you're going to see every single channel pop up with their goddamn roundtables like, let's talk about the new Star Wars show. Why don't you kiss my ass? Because I won't watch that shit. I will not retweet that shit, and I damn sure won't like that shit. Kiss it.
I am so sick of hearing. I'm so sick of seeing tweets about Star Wars. It's constant on Twitter. There are people that still complain about Disney Star Wars every single day. Like I am ready to fucking mute Star Wars on Twitter. I can't even stand it anymore. I fucking wish that it didn't even exist.
I know.
Oh, dude,
it's fucking sad.
I got a story for you on that one too, but real quick too, before I get to that one, I was gonna say that's why this was up here too, to also slap them in the face. They're like they're going off on this too. Oh, they're gonna do another Star Wars movie. It's gonna continue, right? Who cares? This actress says she doesn't even want to do it. They're gonna have to throw a boatload of money at her in order to get her to do it, and at which point no one's going to see it. Further,
how much money do I have to throw at her and her 2 sisters to make a movie? Because they're all triplets. It's going to be it's tasteful. It's art.
Oh man, yeah, it's art. No penetration.
Triple penetration. I mean,
triple.
What?
Oh man.
Oh my.
Which again, God bless. But again, and I got nothing against the actress. That movie's garbage. And what's even funnier is I was talking to my cousin, and she said it too. She goes, she finally saw all of the movies because her boyfriend made her watch them all because they're enjoying Mandalorian for whatever reason.
Break up with him.
Yep, leave him.
She said she came close. She goes, those last 3 movies were complete shit. Her words, I didn't influence her on anything. She was just like, that was so bad. She goes,
you know what, Vinny, you could end that conversation with her in one fell swoop. Just tell her to look up the Lifetime movie, The Burning Bed. It'll solve all her problems.
God, because Lifetime, because men are terrible.
Yeah, it's hilarious because she said the same thing too. She goes, "What did they do to Luke?" I said, "Exactly. He was again the face of hope for the universe, you know, the whole thing, they threw it all out the window." She's like, oh my God. She wanted to get into it, but, you know, she had other things to do too. But she's like, yeah, this was just, she couldn't believe how bad it was. She goes, I like the Baby Yoda show better. Which I laughed even harder at that. Oh my God.
7 hours of your life you'll never get back.
Yeah, tell me about it. Holy shit. But, you know, don't worry. They'll have 1,000 streams on that. Tommy.
Soul Assassin. I've seen plenty of Disney Shield tweets, and you know what? At this point, I hate them less than I hate the people that still argue and whine about Star Wars, like still whine about Disney Star Wars. I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact the way you say Star Wars, so you could say that as often. I like Star Wars.
Yes. I was thinking that same thing. I'm glad you said it.
Send the super chat to hear say it again. No, I'm kidding.
As long as there's no Jaja.
No joke. I forgot to play Tommy's intro because he came in and went out and came in, and now he's here. Here's his intro. I love playing this for Tommy because this is exactly what Tommy would do.
That's my policy.
Yes, well, when I see 5 weirdos dressed in togas stabbing a guy in the middle of the park in full view of 100 people, I shoot the bastards. That's my policy.
Amen.
Vinny, hang on a second. I got a screen share for you, bud.
Oh yeah.
Since we're talking about the the stat. Wait, say it for me, Trina.
Star Wars.
Oh,
damn it! She fixed it. This is bullshit. I want my money back. I'm unsubscribing from your OnlyFans. We're done. Here you go. Since we're on the topic, I just thought, the gay and the Last Jedi it worked together with the Last of Us.
Oh my god! Yeah, we could put the heads in the Geeks
That's
Gamers
in
on
everything now.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, and that's it. You take Nick
Because this is from
Offerman.
The Last of Us right here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all right, there you go. So see, that we have confirmation of what they did.
That's these are the two characters.
Freaking
What's his
gross.
name? Bill.
Now-
Bill from The Last of Us was Nick Offerman, and that's his gay lover who fell into one of his traps, and then he just fell in love with him. I guess.
Oh,
He's like I tried.
okay.
Yeah.
So
It's
hold
like
on. 'Cause I heard
Stockholm
this.
syndrome.
A friend told me about this too. So this makes no sense either. I'll cover it like this because I thought it was hilarious. So he falls into a hole. He has no equipment. He has no nothing. This is, he said 3 or 4 years into whatever happened. Okay, so there should be death and destruction all around. Guy has no weapon. He's got nothing at all. No backpack, no gear, nothing. And he just happens to be in a hole. Like he fell out of the sky into this guy's lap. Who, again, is that they try to make him like a right-wing nut job, prepper, whatever. And then you make him a homosexual on top of it. Which,
What are the odds?
Well, hold on. Wait. This makes no sense at all. First of all,
Well, no, Vinny, it could make sense. If he's a prepper, does he got a whole bunch of KY?
No. What are the like for a moment? Let's look at this from a story perspective.
Well, this is
What
what I
are
was
the
about to
freaking
do, Chris.
odds?
This is literally what I was about to say. Story-wise, he's a prepper. He does not trust anyone. He's supposed to be like this kind of nut job guy. Okay, he sees somebody who, again, no weapons, no gear, no nothing. I am not trusting this individual at all. He would probably shoot first and then walk away from that hole.
Vinny, you got it all wrong. You got it all wrong because a gay prepper has needs.
No, like what are the odds? Like 3% of the population here, folks. What are the odds that the one gay guy, okay, finds another gay guy in the apocalypse and they just, you know what I mean? He hasn't seen anybody. He's isolated himself. Oh, by the way, woo! Like, it's like that matchmaker, bring me a fruit. Like, yeah, it's annoying. It's getting to the point now where it's like that joke, the meme that's going around of like who outlawed white people in commercials. Like it's like who outlawed straight people in movies. Like, why is everybody freaking gay? That's not an average thing. If it was, we wouldn't have the population we have right now.
Well, see, and that's the other point I was going to make. For this guy, he's supposed to be whatever character he is, this nutjob guy, whatever. He would be looking for a woman to reproduce, to try to make sure that, okay, the world's not going to fall to shit. We're going to bring kids into this world, and we're going to grow our society. He had an entire, they say like a neighborhood or whatever, like on lockdown. It was just him. Okay, so then that means he would have tried to done something else. He would have tried to make a family, bring some kind of community in there, or some shit would have happened. He wouldn't have been like, oh yeah, you're other gay dude, cool. Let's bang until the end. No, that's not what would happen. Sorry.
But it's like, why did it become Brokeback Mountain? Like, what was the value in that?
This is why, Chris, because this is what's going to happen to all these people.
Welcome to hell,
Okay, so I played the game last year. It's still fresh in my head. When you play the original Last of Us, you meet this dude. He's a prepper. He's kind of nuts, and he's one of the main character Joel's old friends. When you talk to him, he does not have a boyfriend. If you go through his notes and you talk to him, he has a dude that stayed with him. He didn't consider himself gay. He let this dude stay with him. They ended up getting physical and kind of falling for each other. And then the dude died, and that's it. It's like a side note. It's not a big dramatic kiss on a TV show. It's just like, whoa, yeah, That's it.
Sorry. Well, the revelation was Joel and Bill walk into this room, and the guy's hanging, and he's like, "Oh man, he must have I'm seeing the bites on him. He must have done himself in, so that he didn't want to turn or whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, that's my partner." And he's like, "You're what?" "Yeah, that was my partner."
Oh, that's right.
Oh, and that was it. That was the whole thing. And then you didn't really it was ambiguous at that point. But what made it funny was when they were using the truck that Bill gave them, and they're driving away, and Ellie finds the gay porno mag, and it was the funniest thing of a little girl going, oh God, He's like trying to drive the truck, like, what are you looking at? You shouldn't be looking at that. Oh no! And that was a joke. Like, his sexuality was a joke. It was a punchline.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be this Brokeback Mountain zombie apocalypse thing. And I'm so sick of this. Who wants to see a bearded dude making out with another bearded dude? Gross. I'm sorry, but most people don't want to see that.
It's not sanitary.
I
think he's got a roll, but yeah, man, thank you for being on here as well. And I hope you had a good time and had some good laughs.
Always have a great time. I wouldn't show up if I didn't. I like being around sick people, except for those who refuse to say Star Wars properly.
That's right.
It's Star Wars. Star Wars.
I think I've seen that one.
They said it right. Oh, look us up later. No, I dig it. Thank you, my friend. Have a great night.
See you, Doc.
Later.
But yeah, no, it's madness what they did. But like you said, it's a side note. It's something that just that's what the character is. Fine, whatever. Over here, they're focusing on it like it's such a big deal. It means nothing. The character, again, if I'm correct too, didn't Bill die kind of quickly after you meet him anyway as well?
No,
he dies to get you the truck, essentially. Once he's dead,
why was he alive in 2 then? Because I heard he was handing out bigot sandwiches in 2.
What?
I didn't play 2. He gave Ellie a sandwich in 2, and he made a nasty comment about her making out with a chick, and she's like, "I don't want your sandwich. It's a bigot sandwich." Or am I getting him mixed up with somebody else?
A different character.
It's got to be a different character because it wouldn't make.
Okay, my bad. See, I didn't play 2. I just heard about it.
Okay, yeah, because if he's banging a dude and Ellie's a lesbian, he wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, that'd be a little hypocritical.
Yeah.
But who's
Tony?
Sister?
I see Monotony is in the house. What's up?
Hey, Tony.
Hey.
Groundhog's Day, everyone, because it seems like it is the same fucking day over and over on the YouTubes with all these YouTubers pulling the same shit 24/7. God, I'm sorry. Yeah, but like I said, I had a vent. Tommy, when you do watch more of the Always Sunny in Philly, I want to do a breakdown of that show because it's one of the funniest things out there.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you what, there was a few of those episodes though, they went dark, and holy shit, did they go dark? It was okay, yeah, the ending to that show wasn't even funny. That was not good at all. But no, most of those shows have been absolutely hilarious now that I've actually had a chance to catch up and started watching them now.
Yep.
And while we're sitting here talking about funny shows that are a bit horror, a bit comedy, I don't know. I've mentioned this one before. I don't know if you guys ever seen that one with Ryan Reynolds, The Voices, but Lasso.
I've seen that.
That might be something good for a Wednesday show because that one is so twisted.
Yeah.
It's such a twisted movie.
It's a movie. What's it streaming on?
It's on Tubi. They actually have it right now on Tubi.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely do it then because I like that movie.
Yeah, I was watching another one that Trina said we're going to be doing for next week. The My Bloody Valentine.
Oh.
Yeah, that's such a good movie.
Yeah, the 81 version is only on HBO Max right now.
So voices with Ryan Reynolds. That'll be another one. All right. Just jotting that down real quick. And that's 2 weeks.
And then we have to schedule a Poultrygeist stream for Nelson.
Yes, please. Oh man. Oh, it's cheesy, but it's brutal and it's just fun. And there's a hot Muslim chick in a bikini, and oh man, it's great.
It's very anti-woke too.
Oh, totally. It makes fun of all of that.
That's killer. Oh man. And yeah, just because we got more people in the chat that they are fans of Sunny, because it is a great show. He's another one of those great videos I enjoyed playing.
All right, so I think this covers it all, right?
Yeah, I think is the man, the woman. That's the he, she's, or the interspecies, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever you say.
And this is Christians, Muslims.
I assume the dollar sign is meant to represent Jews.
Well, it ain't the Mormons.
Let's not get into that.
All right. I'm Jews there, bud.
And speaking of which, guys, I want to do a watch party soon on Wise Guys with Danny DeVito and Joe Piscopo. It's got Italians, it's got Jews. We got Italians playing Jews, Jews playing Italians. It's hilarious. Yeah, Captain Lou in there. And the movie really is, it's a pisser. So I want to break that down one day whenever everybody's free. We got to do it. I play clips from that too a lot. He's another.
You're exactly what I'm looking for, Dickface. Frankie, the name's Dick Steen. Make yourself available this afternoon, dickhead.
It's a funny movie. He steals those scenes everywhere he's in it. But we got to do it. We got to do it one of these days.
And the other thing I like about Always Sunny is that those three dudes, they write most of that. Rob McHenry, Charlie Day, and Glenn Hoberton, they write almost every single one of those episodes. So they're not just starring in it. They're acting out what they write. That's dope.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And they have this other chick too that it's a friend of theirs. She's a writer. Her name's Meg. I forgot what her last name was. They do a podcast together as well, and they break down the episodes. I started watching that a little bit because it's hilarious. I mean, with all the doom and gloom going on in the world, I want to laugh at some stuff. And seeing the three of those guys together and with that chick, you could see how much they care about what they've been working on and how genuinely funny they are. I mean, it is almost like they are the characters. There's some situations that they said in there that were kind of messed up that ended up becoming like an episode and stuff too. What's his name? The one who plays Mac. He's actually married to D, Sweet D on the show, and Charlie is actually married to the waitress on the show. So it's funny to see their dynamic and what they brought to the table too. And it's great stuff though. Excellent. Soul Assassin. Yep. Mobster stream with Vinny. Hey, yeah. I want to do. We'll do that. And Johnny Dangerous. That'd be great too.
I was really waiting to hear you say that Mac was married to Carmen.
Oh. The one who is actually Keenan Ivory Waynes. He's married to her.
Oh, damn.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he married that smoke show of a blonde on that show.
She is not a tranny. No.
No, she's not. she had a show. I don't know if she's a twin or she had a sister that looked like her or something. They had a one of those Saved by the Bell type shows. That's where I first seen her from. And oh my God, yeah, total smoke show. So yeah, God bless. But that was some funny stuff though. Those episodes were just Again, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch It's Always Sunny in Philly. They're playing on Hulu. That's one I recommend all the way.
And they didn't even get on the hating Trump bandwagon. They had a whole episode where they made you think that they were trying to wait. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but let's just say they don't jump on that bandwagon. There's a twist at the end you got to see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to see more of? I wanted to see more of Mac's father.
Yeah. He was great. Yeah. What season did you get up to, Tommy?
I was up to the one where they were almost doing the Liberty Bell stuff, they acting like they went back in time, or they were doing a play or what the hell ever it was that they were doing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Have you seen?
I started rewatching some of them from season 2. One was still good, but I love when Danny came on because he brought so much extra to it. Rickety Cricket, hilarious character too. How they destroyed that guy's life.
Oh yeah, the priest.
Yeah. Oh my God. Holy shit. Dude, yeah. Oh, what's up, man? We got Indie Wrestling Aces. I believe that's Edwin Yates. How you doing, bro? Always good to see you. We got Tina Bojan in the chat as well.
They had a wrestling episode on Always Sunny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I play that.
Nice.
I'll play that at the end probably. I've been doing that.
Yeah.
A bunch of episodes.
Well, it's funny you should mention that too, because they had a wrestling episode in that 70s show as well. Matter of fact, it's in the first season. I rewatched it. Rock Johnson's in it. Matt and Jeff Hardy, and Shamrock is in it too.
Oh, I forgot Ken was in there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah,
and The Rock.
I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm just sorry.
Sorry, I don't know if it's my internet or was it. I just something cut out for a minute and. My bad. But real quick, while I do have Tina Bojan up, she says she's down for a mobster stream as well. Awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely do that then.
I was going to ask real quick. I seen it earlier on Twitter. Who was the wrestler that just passed?
Lenny Poffo.
Macho Man's brother.
Yeah. Yes, right, his brother. Yep. Yes, Leaping Lenny.
Leaping Lenny Poffo.
Rest in peace.
The genius.
Yep.
Today, I'm officially smarter than Lenny Poffo.
Yeah.
Damn.
It sucks.
Damn, man. I get too soon, I guess, huh?
I heard Chris laugh from across his apartment.
I heard Chris laugh. Damn, just no sell my shit. All right.
Hey, look, E-Tip. I don't want to laugh too hard. I might throw my back out again.
Okay, fair enough, Tommy.
There was
I don't want to be the cause of the pain.
There was a late night guy who made a joke after Owen Hart died. It was like 3 or 4 days after he died. I can't remember who it was. He was on CBS and he was after Letterman. And he showed the footage of Owen Hart falling and played Tom Petty free falling. And it was just like, oh, man, you're a dick.
See,
dude, that like Howard Stern with Selena Quintanilla there. When, when Yolanda Saldivar, that piece of shit, took out Selena. Howard Stern played her song "If I Could Fall in Love" or whatever, and all you hear is gunshots in the background. And it was like, dude, like you just pissed on somebody's grave that a lot of people really loved.
Mine for Owen Hart was it wasn't Free Falling. That was too obvious. I always went with that song. What if I fell 15 stories? Remember that song? What if my weight wasn't enough to kill me? That song. That's what always popped into my head. I don't know.
But you didn't put it on a show.
I did that if I had access. If I had access, I would have, but I didn't. I didn't, Nelson. I didn't have access then.
Yeah, but I know you, so I forgive you.
That sucks. Yeah, they're there with their mom. But yeah, I heard one of Piper's last podcast he did was actually with Lanny. It was a great interview they had. Just amazing stuff. This
thing, man.
Don't know if you see
Macho Man and him are having the tag team. The brothers have been reunited.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
they've been reunited, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah,
reunited,
he was awesome.
And it feels so good.
Excellent stuff there. But this was funny too. This was another one I liked it just so I could find the damn thing again. But yeah, they're calling for a total strike. Oh, please do.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll do us all a favor. Holy hell, man.
Like anybody wants to see him cry anymore. Wasn't him being behind bars enough of it for one century?
Go suck Zelensky's dick.
It's like Alex Jones said. He goes, Sean Penn, he's actually retarded. He's brain damaged. The man is he's really stupid. Don't know why. Just
I'm kind of retarded. That man's a threat to this country.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I love that.
It was so good. But yeah, I mean, and I'll play the one too because, I went a little bit of a rant too at those other clowns and these posers that are out there. But this also should be played just because it's Alex and he's right.
Fuck him. Fuck his family. Fuck all these people. God fucking damn it, man. What the fuck? Is there nobody fucking pure in this goddamn fucking world? Shit. From end to end, all over.
Yeah, and there's another one too. There's Horseface who was stealing other people's IPs and other companies. I mean, there's so much shit that's out there. It's ridiculous. Like it doesn't end. It's just a cesspool. It just keeps going for some reason.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you got the simple-minded mental midgets that sit there and ignore the obvious that's right in front of their faces. And I mean, I could go on and on about the number of people that are supposedly in your community, in your fellowship, in your sphere, whatever you're calling it these days. There's a lot of people that are really, as we used to say back in the day, faking the flake at this point. I mean, they are just putting up the shadow wall and just trying to fool everybody. And some of them are actually so obvious they include stupid things in their tweet that gives away exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and don't forget too. Like I showed in that that one kind of infamous stream that I had breaking down. Like I called out all these scumbags and I showed it. The receipts they wanted, and you could see. They don't like each other anyway. They knew what it was. They knew that the E-thought was going to poison the circles and take money from their mouths as well. Like they said it. I showed their stupid screenshots. That someone else dropped. I didn't drop them, but that's the only reason why I showed them. Why? Because they were going after people. Because again, it's a community of shit. It's gross. When you're doing tactics that are way worse than the left, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how people aren't opening up their eyes to any of this stuff. You got products and projects that are 4 or 5 years late. I don't understand it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But over here, like I said, we're going to continue to be genuine. We're going to keep throwing out facts and the truth. And this is just how we roll. Ooh.
Let me. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Man, Randy Savage on a heart attack and smashed it under a tree. 9 months later, Walden was born. Oh, yeah.
That was a real shitty story. Okay.
That was hilarious.
Hey, wait.
Oh, God.
Weren't there people that were working from home pre-COVID lockdowns, and there were corporations that were forcing even those people who worked at home for a living to get the stick and poke?
Oh, yeah. Talk to Chris about that.
Chris, what say you?
I'm not going to talk about that.
Okay.
No. Okay. He's under silence. He's under a gagging order. Just not the type of gagging order you're thinking about. Not the one with the hole in the wall, but yeah.
Hold on, guys. We got something that's way super disturbing. We'll switch topics. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. Jesus Christ. They're just doing it now. It's out in the open. One of the big famous courthouses in New York City. Have you guys seen this?
What the hell is that thing?
They're putting new statues out there. We have
what is that?
Is that supposed to be Ruth Gator Ginsburg?
She got her hair and nails did.
It is not. This is some kind of demonic, vampiric demon thing that they
I don't think it's demonic. I don't think it's demonic.
Looks like a gorgon.
If you get a better angle of it, you can see that those are humongous braids, but they're in the shape of horns.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently they was kings and shit.
Hold on a second. You can't say it's not demonic. Look at what's coming out of her arms and her legs.
I don't even know what that is.
I just think it's ugly art. I don't know.
It doesn't look like it's any of my ilk.
I think it is something disgusting, and my personal view, it is something evil that they're putting out there in our face again. Because you have
like the statue of Moloch.
Yeah.
Exactly. In the Colosseum facing the Vatican.
Yeah, hold on. You have these other statues over there that, they're like old school type designs and things, Renaissance type looking pieces. And then you have this monstrous looking thing. I'm sorry. This is some kind of demonic looking shit.
I think the coloring of the statue kind of gives it away alone. I mean, even if you're not really biblical in the sense, I mean, they always talk about a lot of those cultures that were very pagan oriented, always had golden idols. Yeah, they had golden or golden colored idols. I mean, this is something that's actually been handed down throughout history. So.
Yeah, but what about that giant piece of shit that I had to pay my taxes to assemble in the Boston Garden?
I think this is a diversity statue.
Yeah, this is just untapped. Like, they worship ugliness. If you haven't noticed, women are now supposed to be physically repulsive. Men are supposed to be freaking doughy and effeminate.
Hold on.
Yeah, you know what this world needs all across every single state, every single city. We need a Rocky Balboa statue somewhere prominently, preferably like 80 foot tall. That's what you need to aspire to be.
This is like, what happens when the edgelords take over?
Sitting on a couch with his pants around his ankles, going, "You suck it."
I want a statue of Carl Urban from Dread in my town.
No, sorry. I made that reference because it's something that he had done.
I'm just, everything has to be ugly now. They call it like the male gaze. I'm sorry, but women want to see attractive women as well. Like this whole thing about let's make everything ugly and like this is going to be looked back if our society even survives. They're going to be like, what the hell happened?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what, Chris? With that view that you have right there about everything need to be ugly, like if Bubba Sparks decided to reboot his career, he could go right in with ugly, and he would be a millionaire right now.
I still have that CD, dude.
You know that guy is still performing, like he's still doing stuff.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's more like that real country rap now type stuff. Like you see some of the other guys doing. Yeah, he's in that now.
He found her. Why didn't he marry her at that?
Yeah, he found her. She's got to be his wife by now. Yeah.
Right? I mean,
I think this one kind of sums it up. There'll be some weird stuff happening soon. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. That statue. I'm sorry. This isn't something that's just art. No, it's very strategic what they did here.
Ugly
what they
art.
put here. I wish I had shown this when Adega was still here. He might have had more clarification too, because he kind of knows a lot about what these creeps have done. But
can I just say one nice thing about it? At least she's not morbidly obese and she's not a twig. At least she's got some curves, even though she's a Cthulhuing monster or whatever.
Nelson, that's the thing. If they were going to push some kind of agenda and they just wanted it to be artwork, it would have been a fat thing. It would have been some obese creature, but it's not. And this is on the courthouse. Why would something like this be on the courthouse?
I agree. Right? You know, it shouldn't be on the courthouse, and I think Frankie nailed that's what needs to be on the courthouse. Al Bundy statue. I think the look on his face and his hands in his pants with the other hand holding the remote.
Yep.
Boom.
Yes.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. It's crazy. You know, this shit's crazy. I don't like anything that they're doing anymore. It's grotesque. Yeah, we got to get back. And again, it's an eyesore. You would knock down the other statues and put up something that all was uniform. You wouldn't have this thing just sticking out like a sore thumb. That's like a big F you to people. That's what that is when they do shit.
They've removed a Roosevelt statue to put that there?
Oh yeah. All these statues have you
president?
seen? Yeah, did you see what they were like? That turd that was in Boston. There was another statue that was there before. A guy on a horse or something. Yeah, like.
Did you see what those woke college students did? I can't remember. I think it might have been at Harvard or Yale, but there was a statue of Thomas Jefferson, and they took chalk or some type of writing, they might even carved it, but they wrote like rapist, murderer, child molester. I'm sorry if I can't say all, but yeah, like I know the guy wasn't perfect and like dipped in the like
I got more info, guys. Yes, it is supposed to be Ruth, apparently. This is her demonic form when she makes it to the other side.
Wow. Oh, yep. There's the things.
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird. They would depict her like that. Wow.
And right here, that word. Yeah, because what is this? Is like these tentacles going inside of a woman and taking things out, right? These people are sick.
Well, you know what, though? Since they're going that route with even just her, so if they decide to do an AOC statue, I mean, they got plenty of pictures of jackasses to be able to do a really good quality.
Dominic the donkey.
That's a black woman, guys. Those are braids.
It's not a black woman. It's supposed to be.
See the filigree she's wearing?
Ruth
Bader.
What
if Ruth identified as black? She could have been Rachel Dolezal.
Instead of one of those goblins from Gringotts.
This is her other form.
And an homage to someone doesn't mean that it's their depiction.
Mm-hmm. This is disgusting, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, there's a certain term for it, but bad people called it Intertarte Kunst.
See you next
I don't like it.
Degenerate.
Like if I was gonna make an homage like statue to Tommy, it would be a giant guinea pig. But Tommy's not a guinea pig.
Or is he? Maybe there's so many guinea pigs that have collectively formed into one thing that they look like Tommy in his human form.
Yeah, you don't know my life.
Don't judge me, monkeys.
Hey.
Tell me you never shit in the shower.
What kind of loser would make a guinea pig statue for Tommy? Like, God.
Right?
I would tell you to raise your hand, but nobody's going to see it on stream, Nelson.
Here we go. We got
No,
more
that
shots.
is weird though. It's got
super
this
weird, dude.
thing around her neck that she always wore. Chris, what did you call that?
I called it a filigree. I don't think that's what it is, though. It's like a dicky or one of those. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a name. There's a term for it.
An
I can't
ascot?
remember either.
Yeah.
A what?
An ascot.
An ascot.
Hold on, let me look.
A butler.
Yeah. I'm sure this will be the next.
Oh, there's that fun furnace. Yeah. Remember what they used to do with that? I can't say it on air, but they put stuff in that. And it would be screaming, and then they'd light it on fire.
We're not talking about pizza here.
I mean, to be fair, the Protestants thought Catholics were a renewable fuel source of fuel for a while too. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, what they did in Southern Ireland with the church at Oliver Cromwell.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at some pictures of Ruth Bader Ginsburg on Google, and she wore some kind of dissident necklace, dissident collar.
No. Oh,
Jesus.
Daishiki.
Yeah, it looks African. To be honest, it really does.
Oh God. Way to live up to the stereotype, Ruth.
Well, the Holy Spirit
what
is
a
trending
Rufus.
as well right now. That's interesting.
Yeah, she had like a bunch of them.
Maybe the Holy Spirit is trending because the more they put out this weird, crazy Luciferian stuff, the more people are starting to think like, "Oh wow, there actually is an evil in this world trying to take over. Maybe I should go to God and try to seek help and guidance."
I am here for you, my son. Pray to the Guinea God. I am here. Oh yeah, Soul Assassin. I've seen that. Did you guys catch that?
What's that?
Brandon Fraser appearing at a mummy screening in costume.
Oh, nice.
No, but that's awesome, and he's a freaking that man is a treasure.
He is.
Check that man.
He is the only reason that I suffered through all the horrible episodes of Doom Patrol because of him.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I didn't even bother.
I know they said they did an episode that he's actually in it. It's not just his voice.
They did a few of them actually.
Oh, they did. Okay. I was curious. I was going to ask you because if there was one just on his story, maybe I would just watch that one and that's it. Because he's a good dude, but I have no interest in Doom Patrol.
Same here.
I liked it.
Yeah, I heard it was okay. I just
it wasn't.
I mean, there's a handful. Well, I was going to say there's a handful of really just bad diversity garbage like agenda episodes. But the rest of them are, kind of skirting the gray line. They're not really dipping into it heavy. But there are a few that just go way overboard. And they're all the ones with that Danny, whatever the hell it is thing.
I don't know what a Danny is.
Well, Danny's like some kind of place where all the weirdos, as they say it, of society go. And of course, they're
Island of Misfit Toys.
Yeah, they're the ones that need constant fluid changes. So,
oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah.
It angers me just like this.
That jerk off! Where is that rat bastard?
Sir, I don't know.
Because I want to smash his face until he's dead! Killed dead!
So.
Frankie says, "Does that statue have term limits?"
Damn.
Oh shit! All right, guys. Wow. We hit a lot here tonight, so I hope everybody was entertained. We didn't go around the horn. I think 2 hours is pretty good. And considering tomorrow I'm not doing a stream, that's why we did it tonight. And we went a little bit longer anyway. So, Tommy, let the good folks know what you got cooking.
Hi. I'm a guinea pig. There are many guinea pigs like me, but I am the only one in existence on YouTube right now that actually has a voice. Go to my channel, or we will find you in your homes and we will take off your toes. We will nibble them. And then we will talk to your severed heads that are sitting on our coffee table and wonder why you weren't assimilated. Why did you not pay attention? Guys, be sure to stop by Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. Be sure to check out the shorts that I keep putting up. I know today was an off day and yesterday was too, just because we had some home improvement going on that actually tied up all my time. But yeah, a lot of BattleBot videos, some of the toy reviews that are going up, and of course the guinea pigs themselves. Stop by, have some fun, watch the videos. And if you have a chance, stop by and check out some of my full-length videos too. Try to help get the watch hours up so the pigs can be satisfied with the direction of the channel. Thanks for being here, everybody in the chat. You guys are always amazing. I'm sorry that I was late. Unfortunately, there was a lot of things going on. Vinny and Trina know the full story behind that. But yeah, you guys are amazing. Without you, we cannot be up here having the fun that we are having right now. So always remember, never let anybody tell you what you can't or can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. Later, y'all.
Dude, amen. Thank you for being here, Tommy. Yeah, it's been a minute, and so happy you were able to come on. But we also have the fantastic and lovely Trina. So let the good people know where they can find you and what else we got cooking.
Well, I want to say thank you for having me on again. This was a lot of fun. And yeah, you can find my channel. It's here on YouTube. It's at the Lasso of Truth with a 0 and of. And Wednesdays we do horror movie reviews. And this Wednesday we're doing My Bloody Valentine, the 1981 version. It's only on HBO Max right now. So yeah, unfortunately you have to have that in order to watch it, unless you can find it a different way. But we'll also be discussing the 2009 version as well. So yeah, I hope everybody has a good weekend.
Hell yeah, and thank you again, and looking forward to talking about that movie and the other ones we got coming up too. So it's going to be a good time.
Fun talks. Hey guys, real quick, just remember, if you haven't been subscribed to the Lasso of Truth already, if you haven't done it, if you haven't even thought about it, just go to her channel, check out to see what she has on there, check out some of her talks, check out some of her toy reviews, and you like what you see, go ahead and just pound the living shit out of that subscribe button. Get this lady some views. Get this lady some subs. Pass the word along.
Yeah, her link should be in the description, but if you do have a wrench, please feel free to drop her link out there. And everyone else who's on panel, please do that. It'd be great. Oh, I did forget one thing. I mean, we started to get into it a little bit. I mean, we just short briefly again. That rocket that Jeff Bezos is doing, he's not going to space, but he is sending his girlfriend.
It's a breakup. Bitch, you don't leave the planet.
I think we're gonna have to have that clip that Tony made for ETAP's channel of Loja. And he's
oh no, yeah,
Billy.
No. Isn't that interesting? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to go to those Oonga Boonga parties or back to those certain islands with Bill Gates. I don't know.
I wonder if he's going to take out a few extra life insurance. Insurance policies on that rocket. I wonder.
Right. And don't forget too. There's more footage that was being leaked too of Bill Gates having his interviews, and they're putting him on the spot about his friendship with a certain Epstein and all that, which was great. Then they played. Yeah. Then they played clips of his ex-wife saying that she met the guy once, because she wanted to know who this guy was, and then she goes, how evil he truly was, that she was getting nightmares after meeting him.
Oh,
and her husband yep, that's word for. I gotta find the clip because Tucker played it. I'll find it and I'll make it a bumper or something too if I can find it. But
nice.
Yeah, it was something else. And he's sitting there going, we only had dinners 39 times. You had dinners in his island. That's all you did.
We spirit cooked.
Sure. But yeah, so those are the type of people.
Yeah, they like their little dinners raw.
But if you want a nice good meal, you want something awesome. We got some great books out there for you guys to digest. And Chris Fisk, he's got an awesome property called Infinito Chronicles.
Not only does he have an awesome property, but he's got a property that he created himself. Didn't steal it.
That's right.
Oh God,
he's a rabbit, not a horse.
Oh, God.
Go ahead, my friend.
Oh Jesus. yeah. If you're interested in high fantasy stuff that harkens back to '90s Saturday morning cartoons and adventure stuff like Dungeons and Dragons, Pirates of Darkwater, Conan, all that stuff, check us out at infinitaalechronicles.com. The first 15 pages are free. The first book was funded successfully a year ago, and it's now available on Amazon. And the second book, you can, again, preview for the first 15 pages for free. And we're hoping to have the campaign kicked off by the end of this year. So, yep, thanks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see what all the different races are in the next book.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. That project is so good. I mean, you guys have no idea, what the story is and where it's going. I mean, I was lucky enough. Chris told me a big chunk of kind of where it's headed, and it is an amazing project. So I hope people will continue to support again, and once he's ready to launch, I mean, we're going to be supporting it like crazy over here, and pushing it nonstop. So thank you, Chris, for being on here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Always, bro. And again, we got another awesome person here. We got Angelus Draven. We've been having so much fun in these wrestling streams, hanging out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Let them have it.
Yeah, so tomorrow at 10:15 p.m. Eastern, we'll be watching the episode of Rampage. Should be a good show. As you can see, this is the card, or at least most of the card for Friday. So yeah, and then March 5th, we'll be watching the pay-per-view Revolution, which should be good. And then I believe it's March 31st. That'll be Super Card of Honor as well. We'll be probably watching that as well. So always a fun time being here on the streams and then doing the wrestling watch parties as well.
Hell yeah, man.
So yeah,
dude, so much fun, dude. And thank you for being on as well. Again, we have awesome people in this community. Support them. You don't have to be supporting the scummy fake people and the coattail riding weirdos. But here's another man who spits out that fire just like me and everyone else on here. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Itapukui.
Yeah, hey, how you doing? There ain't no faking the funk on a nasty dunk here. I'm like Shaquille O'Neal, except without all the good things in his life and much less melanin. And I don't have the fish tank from Tanked, but I do have his jersey. So that might count for something. I don't know. But anyway, I just went off on a tangent there, folks. I'm just kidding. Hey, come on over. I just released a new Stranger Things Season 5 video. Got a lot. There's like 6 different articles I covered in that dropped like yesterday, last night. Yeah, so I got that out. We got Saturday night's main event coming this weekend. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm taking tomorrow night off. I'll have another video dropping tomorrow. I'll have one over on Camp Crystal Lake here in the next couple days. And I'm working on the Dogman one. That one will be down the pipes here in probably about 2 or 3 weeks. I'll have that one done for the Camp Crystal Lake channel. And let's see. Just business as usual, folks. Go on over. You can hit us up on Teespring if you want some merch.
Oh yeah.
I'll have my new Wakui in order shirt in a couple days. I talked to Teespring today. I'm like, what's the hold up here? And they have been hitting Teespring overall is just not because of my shit. Obviously, I'm not selling that much merchandise. I wish, but no, they said they're just experiencing like really high volumes of orders, probably from I don't know. So I can't. I don't have anything off the top of my head. But yeah, come on over, subscribe. You can join as a channel member. If not, just hit the button. It's free. It always will be. Thanks for having me on. This is a blast as always, especially when Trina says Star Wars.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I just saw with
Fuck James Gunn.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. Should we do another appearance by good old Hanscock? I think so.
Fuck you, James Gunn.
Thank you, Hanscock. There was something that Etep sent me that, oh my God, I don't know. This is disgusting, but this is the last one. The frog was in it. I didn't know this. This is gross. Here he is.
Oh.
Behind a dumpster somewhere.
All I know is psychopaths operate. They're not human. I don't like them. Okay? Friggin' frog's gay.
So, Dude, that was absolutely nightmarish and disgusting. But
if I had to see it, you do too.
Yeah, before I get to Nelson, since I'm already sharing, I got some great projects out there. If you want the good stuff that you didn't have to wait 4 or 5 years for, it ships immediately. So and thank you for the people who have been backing this week. I had a couple more sales on my projects, which is always awesome. If you want to continue supporting great creators, we got the goods here. Shout out to Kraken. This is a beautiful 52-page pirate story, an amazing story. I think you guys are really going to dig. I try to make it, very, set in the real world of that time. But then I have the supernatural elements. We got adventure, we got action, hot babes, everything you need out of a pirate story. You got it in spades here. Again, we got fierce sea battles, brutality. It is an intense story. You're gonna have these awesome and rare treasures. There's one specifically that skull and what it leads to, and it's a coded map. I want to have a lot of different elements in there. These pieces where we're gonna have extra big surprises later on, and it's things that you're gonna look back in the first issue and go, oh shit, he was working it there. And I love history, so I'm adding a good chunk of it in there. I've created my own stuff as well to where these characters are going to be headed, what these treasures are going to lead to, all this great stuff. We have a very nasty, notorious villain who's pursuing the main characters. His crew is just some vile people as well. But again, it's that way of life back then. You had the ones who were trying to stay under the radar. You have the other ones who just didn't care. They kill and plunder, do whatever they wanted. I got a little bit of everything in here, but we're also going to have some pirates from history are actually going to be popping up in the series. There are 2 of them that make a cameo in the first book. I'm going to get more into it, and it's going to be an awesome time. But like I said, there is going to be other stuff. It's not just going to be what we're seeing in this pirate world, because I do have connecting universes and stuff, and there's going to be other things that are going to start to connect in a big way to other projects. So do you have to get everything to enjoy the story? No, I'm still writing it in a way where if you just want the pirate story, you can get that and thoroughly enjoy it. Same thing with the futuristic books, the City of Venus, the ghost story one, Through the Woods. We got all the good stuff out there, and here is the other 2 books you can get. Through the Woods is a hardcover, just another gorgeous project. High quality. What you see on the cover is what you get on the interior. That's all me. So again, please be patient with me as well as I'm working on City of Venus 2. It's a bigger book. You guys wanted that, so I'm doing at least 52 pages on that project. That's the way to do it. And all these IPs and everything that I created here are 100% original. Nothing's stolen. Nothing's from somebody else. I'm a big fuck you to the plagiarists out there, because those people are just disgusting. Can't stand it. But you want good quality, you're gonna get it here. So thank you everyone for supporting my projects. But we also have another great guest here who I'm gonna give him the floor. And man, Nelson, let the good people know where they can find you and what else you got cooking.
Well, now I got to go back and read Shadow of the Kraken again, because I didn't catch who the historical figures were, so I gotta read that again. But I've got channel Nelson the Psychopath. We've got 6, 7, 8 shorts on there. Some of them, that's cool.
Sorry, my bad.
Some of them have done. Some of them have done pretty well. It's just dad jokes and turkeys getting blown up and shot with shotguns and just crazy stuff like that. I'm also a tattoo artist here in Northern Indiana. If you ever find yourself in the Northern Indiana area, you can hit me up. Vinny's got the link. He's probably posted in the chat for my Facebook. I'm going to be opening a shop soon next year with my landlord. And if you want some custom art made for you, you can hit me up on Facebook Messenger. And I can get a painting or charcoal or oil pastel, acrylic painting, and a custom drawing, whatever you need. And Tommy and Vinny can vouch for me that I will mail you what you order. So,
hell yeah, man, dude. Yeah, Nelson's a good dude, stand-up guy. He speaks his mind too. He's got some great stuff out there. This is his Facebook page. So if you want to find them, let me get that up. I don't remember if I have it in the description, but if not, it's right here now. So you guys could click on there, go support them. Again, we got great people here. And I'm very happy to have all these fantastic individuals, people I actually call friends, and not just for super chat, internet drama, wham, all this other bullshit. Don't care about that stuff. Care about good people. And yeah, we're going to keep showcasing awesome people here. And talking about what you want to talk about. For sure, dude, for sure. I did drop Adam the link earlier, but I think he was busy tonight too. Yeah, go support Adam as well. I know he's got a YouTube channel out there. Another good dude. Yeah, super fan. Yeah, he was in here earlier tonight as well. So again, thank you everybody. We're going to continue having some good times. Sunday is going to be the roundtable. We'll find another great topic to hit. We're going to try to aim for something that is more positive as well. I mean, tonight we poked fun and slapped some people. But we also did give our views on all this shit. And yeah, sorry, I do not support creepy, weird diddlers. It's disgusting. These people are gross. Yeah.
Fuck you, James Gunn.
And DC for all the shit that they're doing now. It's truly disgusting. But yeah, we're gonna keep having a good time. Everybody in chat, our dude Chris, we're wrapping up now too. Hope you're doing well, buddy. But thank you for popping in here. Keely Chow, Lion Ratton, Frankie Knows. We had Soul Assassin. I believe Parrothead was in here for a minute too. Monotony, Tina Bojan. So many awesome folks. And again, just get out there. If they do have YouTube channels and stuff, or they got projects, go support them. Indie Wrestling Aces, another good person. He's got some projects out there. Jump on him. Godzillionaire. Let me see. I'm scrolling up right now. I know there was a good number of people. Pale Rider was in here tonight as well. We had Runner. Dude, yeah, another great dude. Go support him if you want to. Get out there. I believe his YouTube channel, I think, is still doing pretty good. What About? Thank you again for popping in here and all the great comments as well. Coming up here. Lion Ratton, Glinzer, again, awesome. Cal L, we had Superman in here, which was great. Thank you for being in here. Let me see. Going up. Wow, you guys are extra chatty tonight, which is always awesome. I love that. Zombie Box Reviews, thank you for being here tonight. Agent Zero, thanks for popping in. Let's see who else we had. Scotsman TV, another great friend of the channel, awesome dude. Let's see. The Sentinel, yes. So yeah, everybody, and Superfan Adam Shawhan. Thank you everybody for being in here tonight. I hope everyone does have a fantastic evening. Yeah, catch us tomorrow over on Draven's channel for some more wrestling. Yeah. It's going to be a good time. And yeah, I can't wait to see Tony Storm and Saraya doing their tag team action. I like that you just said tag team action because my mind's very visual. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much. And again, the other links should be in the description. Go out there, support Lasso of Truth, support Tommy. They got awesome YouTube channels. Support Etop, Draven, Nelson. Go follow him, and of course, back some of Chris's books. You're not gonna be sorry. You're super happy you got them, and yeah, support mine if you got some extra cash and you want to help out, because it's always a good thing. And yeah, the more you guys help us, the more time we could put into our current projects too. Because you got to remember that. When money's tight, we got to take side work, we got to do other things, and it delays stuff. So if you want to make sure that you're going to get more books on time, yeah, we can devote more time on the projects once they're making some good dough. So get the word out, grab them, put them out on YouTube, social media, all that stuff. Whatever you got to do, do it. We love you, folks. Here's some Danny on the way out.